My name is Chen. I had a perfect family and a decent job, yet I jumped to my death on the very day of my birthday. It was all because, while my wife was pregnant, I became obsessed with an older woman, doing everything in my power to keep her by my side. Every month, I gave her my entire salary. I even took out loans to buy her a car and a house. My debt spiraled into the millions. In the end, as soon as she saw I was penniless, she heartlessly abandoned me. I didn't just lose a stable job, my wife and daughter were also utterly devastated by my betrayal. Finally, I got what I deserve. I realized the truth too late, having already lost the wife and daughter who loved me most. In a fit of despair, I threw myself from a high rise. I thought that was the end. But I was reborn. Even more unbelievable, I gained the ability to predict the future. This time, I will turn the tide. I will rewrite my destiny. Puppy, I want that Chanel back. Can you buy it for me this month? Haha, I won't be fooled by you this time. My Doc, sign the divorce papers. We split the 1 million yuan debt down the middle. I have only one request. Dong Dong stays with me. My van, I was wrong. I swear I will never look at another woman again. Can you give me one last chance? Impossible. How many times have you made such oaths just to lie to me? Time and again, you hurt me and Dong Dong. Since she was little, Dong Dong has never had a single new set of clothes. She only wears hand-me-downs. I even had to borrow money from my parents for her kindergarten tuition. And yet, for the sake of another woman, you lost your job, sold all our assets, and even went to loan sharks. Dong Dong, and I had to live like fugitives just to hide from your creditors. I cannot live this way for a single day longer. Chen, let us get divorced. I only want our daughter, I don't want anything else. I truly was a beast. For the sake of this family, my van couldn't even bring herself to replace her torn underwear. My daughter's food and belongings were pitiful. All of this was my doing. I agreed to the divorce. Daddy, don't secretly give money to those ladies anymore. And don't secretly eat instant noodles either. I hid a box of bear cookies under your bed. Don't forget to eat them. Be a good boy, Daddy. Dong Dong, be good. Listen to your mother. Daddy is going to make a lot of money so you can be the happiest little princess in the world. Come back soon, Daddy. Dong Dong, let's go. Chen crouched down to hug his daughter, but my van was one step ahead. She picked the girl up and stepped into a BMW parked by the road. Chen looked at the owner of the car, his expression darkening. Chen, if you want to be useless loser, fine, but don't drag others down with you. If I ever see you bothering my van again, don't blame me for being ruthless. Cousin, don't waste your breath on him. Let's go. Heaven has given me a chance at rebirth. I absolutely cannot let it go to waste. For my daughter, for my van, I must live like a decent human being and give them a happy life. A delivery rider passed by Chen. Suddenly, a sharp pain hit Chen's head as a vision of a car accident flashed before his eyes. Chen blocked the rider's path. At the next intersection, absolutely do not run the red light. Even if you're in a hurry, don't do it. Think of your family waiting for you at home. A customer is rushing their order. Get out of the way. Are you crazy? As the rider reached the traffic light, he remembered Chen's words and instinctively slowed down. A split second later, an out-of-control electric car barreled through the intersection. It smashed into 3 cars before finally coming to a halt. The rider stood frozen, trembling. Is he a god from the neighborhood association? My phone rang. I had to answer, or they would harass my van. Chen, you bastard, do you want to die? You think you can hide it? I told you last time, if you don't pay up, I'll chop you up and feed you to the dogs. Your wife already paid back 500,000 of the principal. Don't tell me you haven't even prepared the interest for the last half month. On the other end of the line was the loan shark boss, Xiao Tianhao, a notorious underworld figure in Longzhou. He was powerful, with a gang of ruthless thugs at his command. Brother Hao, give me 3 more days. In 7 days, I will pay you back both the principal and the interest. Bah, what right do you have to set conditions with me? How many times have you said that? You think I'm as foolish as your wife to be spun around by your lies? I'm warning you, pay today, or I'll send someone to finish you right now. Just as Chen was about to plead, another sharp pain struck his head. A vision appeared: the bankruptcy of the Hythene Group. Recalling the accident he just prevented, Chen was now certain after his rebirth he had gained the power of foresight. Damn it, why aren't you speaking? Are you mute? Brother Hao, there's something I want to tell you. Spit it out. If you have a fart, release it quickly. I am busy. In 10 minutes, the CEO of the Hythene Group will come to see you. He has a partnership project and needs you to invest 10 million. Whatever you do, do not invest, or you will lose everything. Yi-Chen didn't know if the information flashing in his mind was entirely accurate, but the sixth sense was so intense that he dared to speak. Kid, have you watched too many live streams? What kind of garbage is in your head? Hyphen Group CEO Chen Beiqian is a super tycoon. Why would he come to see me? Stop talking nonsense. Yi-Chen's intuition grew even clearer and more powerful, fueling a sudden surge of confidence. Brother Hao, if you don't believe me, let us make a bet. A 300,000 yuan bet. If I lose, I'll pay you an extra 300,000 on top of the principal and interest. You dare? You're that confident? You stopped watching cameras and grew a backbone? 300,000 isn't much to me. I'll ask you one last time, do you dare play around with me? Fine. A bet? You think I'm afraid of you? Yi-Chen hung up. At that same moment, in Xiao Tianhao's office, just as he lit a cigarette, the receptionist called. President Xiao, the CEO of the Hythene Group, Chen Beiqian, is here. He says he wants to discuss a partnership. This is a huge opportunity. Xiao Tianhao froze. He checked his watch. It had been exactly 5 minutes. Let him in. What the hell? Chen Beiqian actually showed up. A female secretary led a middle-aged, obese man into the room. What wind blew President Chen here? Please, sit. Secretary Liu, bring my best down pao tea. Chen Beiqian waved his hand impatiently and sat down with a worried expression. No need, President Xiao. I am here because I have a project to discuss. Our group wants to develop a commercial district. Are you interested? Damn it, that kid Yi-Chen was right. This can't be a coincidence. President Chen, how much investment does this project require? 30 million for a state. After investing, I'll give you 30 equity or pay you 1 million in interest every month. As Chen Beiqian finished, Xiao Tianhao extinguished his cigarette. His heart grew heavy. This was a massive deal. An equity investment with dividends would be worth far more than the interest, and even 1 million a month was higher than typical loan sharking rates. If he landed this, he could make millions a month. He was tempted, but then he remembered Yi-Chen's warning and hesitated. President Chen, as you know, my small operation doesn't have that much capital. Most of it is tied up in outstanding loans. If you don't have 30 million, 10 million will do. I'm giving you a chance to make money, don't be ungrateful. If you don't want to cooperate, I'll find someone else. Xiao Tianhao watched Chen Beiqian's retreating figure and sighed into his sofa. Damn it. I just let it slip away. This is spooky. That useless Yi-Chen predicted the 30 million exactly. How can it be such a coincidence? He dialed Yi-Chen's number. Yi-Chen, you better explain yourself, or I'm out a lot of money. Confirmed. Yi-Chen's heart raced with excitement. His prophetic ability was real. Brother Hao, watch the news tonight and you will know the truth. Keep an eye on Hythene Group. If anything happens, let me know immediately. Yi-Chen returned to his dilapidated old house. Though empty, it still held the warmth of his wife. He found the box of cookies under his daughter's bed and his longing for them deepened. My Van, were you in pain? It was all my fault. Now that I have this power, I will make sure you and our daughter are the happiest people on earth. Yi-Chen, you were right. Hythene Group was thoroughly investigated and has gone bankrupt. Chen Beiking's nephew embezzled $1 billion and fled the country. Because of yin-yang contracts, the investors got screwed. People are crying in their homes right now. Aha, Brother Hao, about the 300,000 we discussed, can you transfer it to me early? I am in urgent need. I'll pay back the rest of the debt in a week. Send me your account number. I'll transfer it now. Consider this a thank you for saving my life. I won't charge you interest on your debt anymore. Just pay the principal when it's convenient. Thank you, Brother Hao. Having received the 300,000 yuan, Yi-Chen arrived at the stock exchange early the next morning. He glanced at Hythene Group. It was a sea of red. Many investors were cursing Chen Beiking. He had ruined countless families. Use the 300,000 to buy Hythene Group stock. The surrounding investors and the counter staff were stunned. Sir, are you sure? Certain. Buy it quickly. Hey buddy, are you insane? Hythene is about to be delisted. The chairman fled with the money. And you rebuying this jump? People are jumping off buildings because of this stock, and you re-diving in? Is something wrong with your head? Yi-Chen ignored them and entered his password. The 300,000 was transferred instantly. The clerk returned his card with both hands, looking baffled. Yi-Chen took the card and left. Yi-Chen, you have the money to pay me back already? It's not about the debt. This time, I can help you make a fortune. How much liquid capital do you have? About 3 million, Xiao Tianhao hedged. In reality, he could mobilize over 5 million. Buy Hythene Group stock now. There will be a surprise in 3 days. Chen Beikang is finished, but that doesn't mean the company is buying Hythene now. You're either crazy or I misheard you. You helped me yesterday, are you trying to trick me today? The opportunity only comes once. In 3 days, you'll see the results. If you don't buy now, it'll be too late. Don't say I didn't give you a chance. Chen knew his foresight was his ticket to a rapid rise, but he lacked capital. He wanted to use Xiao Tianhao to accelerate the process, but whether Xiao Tianhao succeeded depended on his own nerve. Xiao Tianhao hung up and fell into deep thought. How gee, what's on your mind? A middle-aged man with gold teeth and heavy gold jewelry asked. Like Xiao Tianhao, he was a shareholder in the lending company. Lai, if I bought Hythene stock right now, would you call me an idiot? You wouldn't be an idiot, you'd be a brain-dead fool. Even a novice knows Hythene stock is worthless garbage. If you do that, I am pulling my shares and ending our partnership. Xiao Tianhao glanced at him, pulled out his phone, and opened the trading app. The time was 12:47 p.m. After a long silence, he made a decision that went against all common sense. Chen, I'm putting my faith in you. After buying 1 million shares, Xiao Tianhao exhaled sharply, his heart hammering as if he were about to lose everything. But it was too late to turn back. 3 days later, Chen stood in the city's central plaza. At exactly 1:00 p.m., the giant screen flashed a news bulletin. 3 days ago, Chen Beikang fled abroad, leaving the company with nearly 100 billion in debt. The stock became worthless. However, in the latest update, the city's leading enterprise, Shanxi Group, led by Shen Kaikan, has invested 100 billion to acquire all assets of the Hythene Group. Hythene stock has hit the ceiling for 3 consecutive days. The market is in shock. As the news broke, the stock market erupted. Why didn't they say so sooner? I sold all my shares. The stock is going to skyrocket tomorrow. I lost so much. If I had held for just a few days, I could have bought a new car. Look at this trade record from this morning. 300,000 at 1:10 p.m. 1 million at 1:10 p.m. Are they psychics? How did they know Shanxi was buying? Xiao Tianhao had shown some guts by investing, but most people wouldn't have dared risk 10,000, let alone millions. It seemed that after the last incident, he had begun to trust Chen. Xiao Tianhao called. Chen smiled as he answered. How gee, calling this late? You must have seen the news. Chen, don't call me G, you re my father. My biological father. This is God tier. Shanxi Group didn't just take over the mess, they released internal news and are hiring aggressively. They remaking a massive play. Our stock is going to soar tomorrow. Shanxi contacted me just now and offered 6.5 million to buy back my 1 million shares. I agreed instantly. You should sell yours too. Xiao Tianhao's vision was still limited. According to Chen's foresight, this stock would continue to climb, netting at least 30,000 a day. It was a golden goose. If Xiao Tianhao hadn't rushed to sell, his shares would be worth far more than 6 million. Still, the man had the integrity to call and share the news. Chen decided not to tell him how much he'd left on the table, it would be too cruel. My investment is small, I am in no rush. I'll see tomorrow. I'll definitely make a profit. When the money hits my account tomorrow, I am taking you to dinner. Father Yi, no, don't argue, I'm taking you out for steak. Ivy booked a spot at the Ritz-Carlton. You must come. Don't be polite with me. When Chen returned home, it was dark. Looking at the empty house, his mind filled with images of his wife and daughter. He was overcome with regret for his past actions. Dong Dong, why aren't you asleep yet? Mom won't let me see you, so I'm secretly calling you. I miss you, Daddy. I miss you too. Were you afraid I'd hit you? I was. Knowing his daughter was terrified yet still hopeful when facing him broke Chen's heart. I won't. Dong Dong, don't be afraid. Daddy was wrong. I hurt you last time. Go get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow. After hanging up, Chen fell into a deep sleep only to be awakened the next morning by Xiao Tianhao. Dad, my guts are turning green with regret. The stock exploded today. Hythene hit the 10 limit again. If I hadn't sold, I'd be making hundreds of thousands a day just sitting here. Xiao Tianhao had been celebrating all night, only to realize during the settlement that the stock was still climbing. But he had already signed the agreement and couldn't breach the contract. You are too impatient. You need to observe the market more. But the price they gave you wasn't bad, it's still a win. The stock will eventually dip anyway. Dad, don't sell your shares yet. Hold on to them. I'll pay you back the money I owe you in a while. Father Yi, you're slapping my face. You saved my life and then led me to a fortune. If I took your money now, would I even be human? Word would get out that I am a dog. That's are easy to pay, favors are hard to return. If you insist on paying, you don't see me as family. Fine, if you insist. I'll give you the 5 million I made you help me earn it. Oh no, I don't want it. Xiao Tianhao knew the difference between one meal and a lifetime of being fed. Yi Chen's information was uncannily accurate. He needed to cling to this tie before Yi Chen became untouchable. Yi Chen realized Xiao Tianhao wanted to keep following him to make money. The man was loyal enough to bring along. Alright, as you wish. But stop calling me dad, doesn't sound right. I'll call you Aoji, and you call me brother. Understood, brother. What are you free? Tonight, I want to introduce you to a big character. Yi Chen knew that to rise quickly and stay there, he needed connections. Money alone couldn't solve everything. Fine. Call me tonight. I have things to do now. Yi Chen checked the stock market. After some thought, he cashed out 30,000 yuan and kept the rest. He knew Haifeng would grow steadily for at least 6 months. In his past life, spending $1 million had destroyed his home. Now, he was making 30,000 a day. He had the winning hand, he wouldn't waste it. He went to a toy store, then a bakery, and took a taxi to my van and Dong Dong's current residence. Who is it, Dong Dong? It's Daddy. I bought you a cake and a Barbie doll. Really? I ate cake, will you hit me? Seeing his daughter as cautious, fearful hope made Yi Chen's heart ache again. I won't. Don't be afraid. Daddy was wrong. I'll wait outside for Mommy, okay? Can you wait outside first? Dong Dong was still guarded. He would have to be patient. Okay, I won't come in. I'll wait by the door. Just then, the apartment gate opened and a middle-aged woman walked in. Seeing Yi Chen, she grabbed his collar and shoved him. You beast, what are you doing here? Haven't you heard my van and the kid enough? Get out. This was Lai Liping, a vegetable vendor known as Auntie Fat. She was hot-tempered but kind-hearted and had been looking after my van. Auntie Fat, don't hit Daddy, he brought me cake. At Dong Dong's plea, Auntie Fat stopped. Yi Chen didn't resist. Auntie, if you're still angry, use a rolling pin or a stick. I deserve it. It was all my fault. Quit the act. If you have any humanity left, leave them alone. Auntie, I truly want to make amends. Here is the 3,000 yuan you advance for Dong Dong's hospital stay, and these 2 bottles of wine are for your husband. HMPHE, don't use these tricks to scrounge for money. If you really care, go pay Dong Dong's tuition. Yi Chen picked up the scattered bills from the ground, smoothed them out, and pressed them into her hand. Auntie, I've changed. I will treat them well from now on. Yi Chen seemed different sincere. Fine, I'll take it for now. I hope you mean what you say, or I won't let you off. As Auntie Fat went inside, my van arrived, carrying a heavy bag of rice. Yi Chen reached out to help, but she instinctively flinched away. It was a muscle memory born from his past abuse. She looked at him with intense suspicion. Don't come near me. Take your things and go. We don't need them. My van, I just want to see Dong Dong for a moment. We're divorced. What are you still doing here? I had hurt her too deeply. My van, I will prove to you that I've changed. My van, the kid seemed sincere about repenting. Auntie Fat called out. Maybe give him a chance. It's not easy raising a child alone. Impossible. I will never forgive him. This is probably another trick to deceive me. Being careful is good. Auntie Fat agreed. If he dares bully you again, I'll skin him alive. Mommy, is Daddy gone? Later, Yi Chen arrived at the Golden Palace. Xiao Tianhao rushed to meet him. Brother Yi, you here. This is the most high-end hotel in Longzhou. That big character has been waiting respectfully. Who is it, exactly? The jewel in the crown of Longzhou's jewelry industry, the eldest princess of the Van Ding group, Han Nha Han. Yi Chen was surprised. The Han family was a legendary tycoon family with assets in the hundreds of billions. He hadn't expected Xiao Tianhao to have such connections. I told her a bit about your abilities. She wanted to meet the master herself. They opened the door to a private suite to find a beautiful, elegant woman with long hair. This was Han Nha Han. Miss Han, this is my brother. He's a miracle worker. He's the one who tipped me off on that stock. Hello, I am Han Nha Han. I've heard much about you. Hello, Miss Han. I am Yi Chen. Yi Chen, how did you know Haifeng Group was on the brink of bankruptcy but would still have a turnaround? That was a secret known only to Shenxi Group. Beside her sat another man. Brother Yi, this is President Feng Finhai, the exclusive distributor of Mount Tai liquor in the city. Yi Chen was inwardly stunned. Both Han Nha Han and Feng Finhai were top-tier elites. In his previous life, he never would have had the chance to even speak to them. If I said I calculated it, would President Feng laugh at me? Haha, what era is this that you still peddling superstitions? Ridiculous. Feng Finhai's mockery made the atmosphere awkward. Xiao Tianhao was at a loss for words, but Yichen remained calm. Alright, stop laughing. Let us talk business. Though he stopped laughing, Feng Finhai's eyes remained full of contempt. Brother Yi, sorry, President Feng likes to joke. But I am curious, where did you get your information? As I said, I calculated it. Han Nha's expression turned cold. The temperature in the room seemed to drop. Brother Yi, I've been polite, but don't push your luck. President Feng jokes, but I don't. Angering me won't end well for you. If you don't believe me, there's nothing more to say. I'll take my leave. Hold it, Miss Han asked you a question. Who gave you permission to leave? You think you some kind of missed it? Stop the nonsense. Where did you get the intel? Brother Hai, take it easy, my brother didn't mean it that way. Brother Yi, Han Nhayan interrupted. If you say you can calculate the future, why don't you check my recent fortune? If you rewrite, we will apologize. If not, you tell us your source. Miss Han, did you just spend 170 million to buy an original painting by a Tang Dynasty master to give to a powerful figure to build a connection? You need that person's approval to secure the land in North Bay. Han Nhayan's smile vanished. I did buy a painting as a gift, yes. The painting is a fake. It was planted by your competitor. They were waiting for you to be exposed on the spot so you become a laughingstock. When that happens, forget the North Bay land. Han family's reputation will be destroyed. Han Nhayan's face turned grave. Everything Yichen said was true. Securing the North Bay Resort project required the support of a retired general. But that plan was a closely guarded Han family secret. I still don't believe it. Check the painting first, then talk. Brother Yi, wait a moment. I'll call my assistant. She dialed her phone. Assistant son, take the Tang masterpiece to master and for a re-examination immediately. Be fast and get other experts involved too. She pointed to the sofa, her voice tense. Brother Yi, don't leave just yet. Sit and wait, we'll have results soon. Yichen sat down. The air was thick. Feng Finhai drank his wine, looking at Yichen with disdain. Kid, stop pretending. You must be terrified inside. You're about to get slapped in the face. Minutes later, her phone rang. Assistant son, what's the verdict? Miss. It's bad. The masters, the painting, what about it? Speak, the painting is a fake. Upon close inspection, they found wire pulling traces on the edges. After peeling it back, the base layer was found to be charcoal burned. It's not an original work at all. Immediately contact my grandfather. Find a suitable replacement from the collection. We must bring it tomorrow, we cannot be late. Han Nhayan's heart wouldn't stop racing. How was this man so divine? He hadn't even looked at the painting, yet he knew. This was otherworldly. If she had presented a fake to that retired general, the consequences would have been catastrophic. Yichen had just saved her entire family. Brother Yi, I am so sorry. I was disrespectful and doubted you. Please, accept my sincere apology. No need to be so formal, Miss Han. It was just a small favor. In Yichen's memory of the past life, the Han family had offended that powerful figure and, within months, their projects were cut off, rumors spread, and they were forced into bankruptcy. He had truly changed their fate. Brother Yi, don't be humble. I need to step out for a moment, but please, don't leave. Tonight, we drink until we drop. Unbelievable, Xiao Tianhao beamed. That Han Nhayan, the ice goddess everyone dreams of, and you made her bow. I am definitely sticking with you. Brother Yi, blind luck, Feng Finhai grumbled. You just happened to guess right. Miss Han's situation is easy to fix, Yichen said, turning to him. But your situation is a major problem. Feng Finhai slammed his glass down. Kid, are you cursing me? Explain yourself, or don't blame me for being rough. 2 days ago, at the fake estate, you imported a shipment of vintage wine for contain 508. An entire ship, over 1,200 bottles. The import price was 90,990,999 per bottle, totaling 23.99 million. Am I right? How do you know that? By my calculations, that shipment should have departed from the UK. It should reach the harbor tonight. But I advise you call them now and return it all. HMPH, you tell me to return it, and I should? Who the hell are you? I fought hard to outbid others for that stock. I've spent millions on advertising alone. Returning it is impossible. You might have gotten lucky with the Han family, but if I change my plans because of your random words, I'd be the laughing stock of the city. Elder, I hardly know how to say this. A storm is brewing tonight, a massive one. By tomorrow, the harbor will be locked down. This is your first trial. You will lose more than half the liquor on your ship, but even that isn't the most serious issue. If that liquor is ever sold, it will trigger a catastrophe of biblical proportions. You were just trying to scare me. The weather forecast says this dry spell will last another half-month. One of my employees even got heat stroke this afternoon. And yet you claim there's a storm tonight? Feng Fin Hai stood up and walked to the window. See for yourself. There isn't even a breeze out there, yet you dare to talk such nonsense. At that moment, Xiao Tianhao looked at Yi Chen with concern. I just checked the weather, it's 32 degrees Celsius. For the next 3 days, there isn't even a hint of a cloud, let alone rain. If Yi Chen is wrong, he's in deep trouble. Feng Fin Hai will definitely demand blood. He thought to himself, what should I do? Just as Xiao Tianhao was worrying for Yi Chen, the sky outside the windows suddenly turned pitch black. Gale force winds began to howl, and shortly after, a torrential downpour erupted. A stone had actually arrived. Could this kid really have predicted it? If I sell that liquor, I'll be ruined beyond redemption. Looking panicked, Feng Fin Hai pulled out his phone and called his secretary. Hello? Secretary Lai, is the liquor loaded onto the ship yet? President Feng, we almost finished. We depart in 10 minutes. Damn it, unload everything, every single bottle. Return the entire shipment, don't keep a single one. But President Feng, this is a premium vintage. We had to wait a year just to place the order. Others are begging for this. If we flip it via live streams and direct sales, the profit will be massive. We can't return it now. Damn it, do you not understand my words? I'll say it one more time, return it all. If you dare bring back even one bottle, I'll skin you alive. Feng Fin Hai hung up and walked over to Yi Chen. His attitude had completely shifted, his face was now full of reverence. Mr. Yi, my attitude earlier was inexcusable. I hope you can overlook it. I just wanted to ask, this storm will only last 2 or 3 days at most. Why must I return the goods instead of just waiting it out? This time, Feng Fin Hai wasn't acting out of spite, he was sincere and desperate to know the truth. The reason is simple, Yi Chen replied. That batch of foreign liquor is counterfeit and laced with toxic substances. Someone bribed that capable secretary of yours to set you up. Once it is sold, the consequences will be fatal. Yi Chen knew that in his past life, after Feng Fin Hai imported and sold that batch, many people died from drinking it. Feng Fin Hai's company went bankrupt, and he went from a prominent businessman to a death row inmate. Though the truth eventually came out, Secretary Lai, the one who sabotaged him, had already fled to the UK to live a life of luxury. What? This shipment, is that dangerous? No, I have to call my wife immediately. What's wrong, Fin Hai? His wife answered. Don't sleep. Take those 2 bottles of foreign liquor I brought home to the lab and test them immediately. Hurry. Okay, I am going now. 10 minutes later, Feng Fin Hai's phone rang. The moment his wife spoke, it felt as though his world was collapsing. Fin Hai, something terrible has happened. Both bottles were laced with poison. The technician used a mouse for a test, it died instantly. What? Han Nha Huyen, just returning from the restroom, saw Feng Fin Hai kneeling on the floor with a look of pure shock. Director Feng, what is this? Why are you on the ground? Hearing her voice, Feng Fin Hai snapped out of his terror. Mr. Yi, you truly are a god. You didn't just save my life, you saved my entire family. If that liquor had been sold, the consequences are unthinkable. Get up, the floor is cold. No, I was reckless and blind to have offended you, Mr. Yi. I, Feng Fin Hai, owe you everything for your immense grace. Mr. Yi, you are my benefactor and the benefactor of the entire Feng family. You shouldn't say that, Yi Chen replied calmly. That you believe my words is a credit to your own judgment. If you hadn't trusted me, no amount of talking would have stopped this. Now, please get up, or I am leaving. Director Feng, please get up, Xiao Tianhao added. Mr. Yi said he doesn't mind. Feng Fin Hai finally took Yi Chen's hand and slowly stood up. Han Nha Huyen was curious about what had happened while she was gone. Xiao Tianhao leaned in and whispered the details to her. Knowing the truth, Han Nha Huyen gazed at Yi Chen with infatuation. Is he really that remarkable? This is nothing. Mr. Yi's abilities are far greater than this. Director Xiao, is Mr. Yi married? After the commotion settled, they returned to their seats. Xiao Tianhao noticed Han and Huyen couldn't stop staring at Yi Chen. It seems Miss Han has feelings for Mr. Yi. He just got divorced. He's single now, Zhao whispered. I have an ex-wife and a daughter, Yi Chen stated firmly, sensing her interest. My heart is only for them, there is no room for anyone else. He knew interest was often the beginning of a relationship, and he wanted to shut it down immediately. I see. I didn't expect Mr. Yi to be such a devoted man, to be so loyal despite such talent. I truly envy your ex-wife. If she doesn't appreciate you, she'll regret it sooner or later. You wrong, Yi Chen said. I am the one with regrets. I was a bastard back then and didn't cherish them. Now I am doing everything I can to make amends, though I didn't know if I'll have the chance. Mr. Yi, don't be sad. Since you know where the problem lies, you can fix it. Your wife will surely forgive you. We believe in you. Stay strong, that's right. Making a mistake isn't scary, refusing to change is. She will be moved by your sincerity. But let us not talk about sad things. Let's drink. Tonight, we don't go home until we're drunk. Just then, there was a knock on the private room door. Xiao Tianhao, sitting closest to the door, opened it. Who are you? Is Director Feng Fin here? I am Li Duong, the investment manager for Lam Fin. I am here to propose a partnership. His eyes scanned the room and landed on Yi Chen. His expression turned smart. Oh, look who it is. Isn't this the former school star, Yi Chen? I heard you took out predatory loans to buy gifts for female streamers. How can a penniless guy like you afford a high-end restaurant like this? Did that bitch Tan My Van divorce you because you went broke? Aha, in college, Li Duong had pursued the school beauty Tan My Van, only to be publicly rejected when she chose Yi Chen. He had held a grudge ever since. Seeing Yi Chen in such a perceived low state filled him with delight. Yi Chen kept the smile on his face, but his eyes flashed with a cold sharpness. He had intended to greet an old classmate, but this petty man had not only held a grudge but dared to insult my Van. Li Duong, did your parents die too young to teach you how to speak? If so, let me teach you. Yi Chen, you bastard, you dare hit me? I am going to end you today. As he finished speaking, over a dozen thugs armed with clubs burst into the room, led by a scarred man with a buzz cut. Cousin Wu Hao, teach this deadbeat a lesson. Who has the nerve to start trouble in my golden palace? Do you have a death wish? Xiao Tianhao roared in anger. Shut it. Anyone who touches my brother Yi Chen deals with me. If you want to die with him, I'll fulfill that wish. Wu Hao sneered. The opposition was numerous and aggressive. Han Huyen signaled to Feng Fin Hai and Yi Chen, indicating she would handle it. Isn't the golden palace owned by Xiao Wuchan? What does it have to do with you? She asked. Whoa, you a pretty one. You even know my uncle's name? For the sake of your looks, give me a kiss and you can go. If you spend the night with me, I'll make sure you live in luxury. Han Huyen had intended to settle this quietly, but they were just bullies relying on their connections. Do you think you're worthy? You little brat, say that again if you're so brave. Cousin, what kind of girls do you like? I'll call them all for you later. First, help me handle this punk. Let me tell you, his wife is a real prize. Will I ever come serve you? Haha, really? Absolutely. Kid, don't say I didn't give you a chance. Call your wife here to serve me. If I'm happy, I might let you live. Otherwise, I'll cripple you. At those words, Yi Chen's eyes filled with killing intent. Since his rebirth, he had become calm, but Tan My Van and his daughter were his reverse scales, the one thing no one was allowed to touch. They were asking for death. Mr. Yi, leave this to me, Han Huyen said. I will give you a satisfying answer. Don't let this scum dirty your hands. Yi Chen glanced at her, and a vision of Wu Hao begging for mercy flashed in his mind. He smiled meaningfully at Wu Hao. I am seeing this through to the end. I am going to call Xiao Wuchang and ask if he still wants to keep the Golden Palace in business. If not, I'll tear it down. Sweetheart, my uncle is the big boss here. You think you can just call him? If you want his number, why not serve me? Maybe I'll give it to you if I am in a good mood. Ignoring him, Han Huyen dialed the number. Boss Xiao, I am at the Golden Palace. Miss Han, it's an honor to have you at my establishment. Everything is on the house today. I apologize for not being there to greet you personally. Boss Xiao, forget the money. I was hosting a VIP guest, but a mob from your Golden Palace burst in and threatened to beat them up without provocation. Is this how you treat your guests? What? Miss Han, give me 5 minutes. I am coming to handle it right now. If I don't settle this to your satisfaction, you can have my head. Han Huyen hung up. Wu Hao was sitting on the sofa like a king. Wow, you quite the actress. I almost believed you. Yi Chen, you think knowing a few thugs makes you a big shot? Li Duong walked up to Fong Fin Hai and poked him in the chest. And you, who the hell are you? Trying to act tough earlier? What are you pretending for? Fong Fin Hai was about to strike, but Yi Chen signaled him to wait. Recalling Yi Chen's godlike foresight, Fong gritted his teeth and suppressed his rage. You poor losers, I bet all four of you couldn't scrape together 10,000 yuan. I represent Lam Fin Wine, and we re-partnering with Fong Fin Wine on a multi-million yuan contract. You've never seen that much money in your lives. Partnering with Fong Fin? Director Fong, was he looking for you? Xiao Tianhao asked. Li Duong, right? I've given you too much face. What do you mean? Don't tell me you re-Fong Fin Hai. Miss Han, why don't you call their manager and see if they still want that contract? Sign it. I'll call them right now to cancel it. Fong Fin Hai took the call. Director of Lam Fin Wine? This is Fong Fin Hai. Your company is something else. Your sales manager just poked me in the chest and called me a penniless loser. I am terminating our partnership immediately. There will never be a second chance. President Fong, there must be a mistake. Mistake, my ass, we redone. President Fong, I am so sorry. It was that idiot Li Duong who offended you. I'll handle him right now. Li Duong, you're dead. You didn't even recognize President Fong? You re-fired. Go back to the farm and dig in the dirt. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. How could Fong Fin Hai call a gambling addict like Yi Chen his brother? Li Duong muttered, his world spinning. He had been blacklisted from the industry. Suddenly, the door was kicked open. The bald man rushed in. Uncle, you here? Wu Hao cried out. The bald man was the owner of the Golden Palace, Zhao Wuchan, a true underworld tycoon of Longju City. Don't call me uncle. You dare offend people I can't even touch. Are you insane? Uncle, what do you mean? Get out, you blind trash. Zhao Wuchan kicked Wu Hao across the room, then turned to Han Nhuyen with a bow. Miss Han, I am deeply sorry. I didn't host you properly today. I guarantee a full explanation. Wu Hao had never seen his uncle so subservient. Remembering Han Nhuyen's threat to tear down the place, his face turned ash white. He had hit a brick wall. Boss Xiao, you don't owe me an explanation. You owe one to Mr. Yi. If he isn't satisfied, the Golden Palace is finished. I understand. Miss Han, this Mr. Yi, he's a new face. To be so highly regarded by you, he must be a dragon among men. Sir, today was my fault. How do you want to settle this? Just say the word. Break Wu Hao's leg, and we'll call it even, Yi Chen said coolly. Wu Hao's face went pale. Mr. Yi, I was wrong. I was blind. Please, forgive me just this once. It's too late for that. Zhao Wuchan, what are you waiting for? Han Nhuyen pressure. Zhao Wuchan's gaze turned fierce. Even if it was his nephew, he didn't dare show mercy. Understood. Break this brat's dog leg. Uncle, I was wrong. Give me one more chance. Offending a figure like this? A broken leg is a mercy. Let go, or I'll take your arm too. Wu Hao saw the coldness in his uncle's eyes and realized there was no escape. He closed his eyes. Prat. The sound of bones snapping echoed through the room. Wu Hao fainted from the pain. Then there was Li Duong. Seeing Yi Chen's gaze shift to him, he fell to his knees and began banging his head on the floor. Yi Chen, it was my big mouth. We were classmates, please, let me go. Yi Chen didn't respond until Li Duong's forehead was bleeding and he was dazed. Fine. This matter is settled. But if you ever speak ill of my family again, I'll have your life. Yi Chen turned to leave. Xiao Tianhao and Fong Fin Hai followed, stepping over Li Duong as they went. Miss Han, who exactly was that young man? Zhou Wuchan asked. Remember this, his name is Yi Chen. If you ever secretly cause him trouble, you causing trouble for the Han family. I see, a powerful figure from out of town. Thank you for the warning, Miss Han. I'll remember it. After parting ways with the group, Yi Chen went to a Korean fried chicken shop and bought a special set for 200 yuan. Dong Dong loved fried chicken. Daddy, why are you just calling now? I missed you. Dong Dong, guess what Daddy is doing? Are you playing mahjong? Her voice dropped, sounding shaky. In the past, Yi Chen would gamble for days. Tan Mai Van would work while hungry, sometimes fainting, only to be met with his verbal abuse when she called. No, baby. Daddy isn't playing mahjong anymore. Never again. I bought a huge set of fried chicken, and the lady even gave me a small teddy bear. Really? Daddy, come here quickly. I miss you, you little sweet talker. You just want the food and toy, don't you? Ask mommy if I can come over. I won't go inside, I'll just leave it at the door. She needs to break her habit of late night snacking. Tammy Van's voice came over the phone. She had a stomach ache last time. Don't tempt her. I'll leave it at the door then. She can eat it tomorrow morning, it won't spoil. Fine. Leave it at the door. We're going to sleep. Hee-chan happily took a taxi to their apartment but found the main gate locked. Not wanting to break his promise or wake them, he decided to wait for someone to enter. He crouched by the road, smoking nearly a whole pack of cigarettes. By 2:00 no one had come. He leaned against the wall and fell asleep. He was woken up by Auntie Bao, a neighbor, the next morning. Hey kid, what are you doing here? Get up. Good morning, Auntie. I came to bring food for Dong Dong last night, but the gate was locked. I didn't want to wake them up so late. Auntie Bao's expression softened. It seems you really are trying to change. Just don't let it be for only a few days. If you're sincere, my van will forgive you. Go on, take it up. I am going to the market. Hee-chan ran up to the apartment and knocked. Who is it? My van asked, looking tired. What are you doing here? I brought the food for Dong Dong. Didn't we agree on last night? Daddy, why didn't you come last night? Dong Dong pouted. Mommy and I waited all night. Mommy even cried. Hee-chan realized they thought he had lied to them again. It wasn't that I didn't come. Stop lying, just leave, I don't want to see you. Hee-chan knew now wasn't the time for explanations. Dong Dong, Daddy has to go. Next time, I'll bring a huge surprise. My van, here's the food. I am leaving now. Just go, I am going to be late for work. As she left, my van ran into Auntie Bao downstairs. Off to work, my van. Here, take this breakfast. It's not good to work on an empty stomach. Thank you, Auntie. My van, I saw Hee-chan sleeping outside the door this morning. He said he arrived late and didn't want to disturb you. He seems truly sorry this time. My van froze. She had misunderstood him. I see. Thank you, Auntie. I have to go. Hee-chan went to the stock exchange. His investments were doing well as capital plus earnings had reached 570,000 yuan. After giving 30,000 to my van, he had 540,000. It was a stable start, but not enough. He called Xiao Tianhao. Brother, do you have any idle cash? I have a lead. A lead? I have about 2 million yuan I can transfer right now. I still haven't paid back your last loan. I won't take this for free. In 3 days, I'll return 2.2 million. If that's a problem, I'll find someone else. Brother, you re-insulting me with talk of interest, we re-friends. Business is business, Xiao. Clear finances make for long friendship. Even brothers should keep clear accounts to avoid disputes. Fine, I'll transfer it. Don't transfer it. Keep it in your account. Do you have a way to get Mao Tai liquor? The older the better, but standard is fine too. Hee-chan had predicted a major official trade summit. Mao Tai, as a national symbol, would be in high demand and supply wouldn't keep up. We need 1,000 bottles. Try to get them for 2 million. Buy as much as you can afford with your own money too. But the price hasn't moved in 2 years. Are you sure? You'll see. Hurry, we need the stock in hand tonight. Xiao Tianhao called Feng Thinhai. President Feng, how much Mao Tai do you have? I want to buy 4.3 million yuan worth. Are you crazy? The price is stagnant. Don't waste your money. It's not for me, it's for Mr. Yi. Feng Thinhai went quiet. If Hee-chan wanted it, there was a reason. He immediately arranged to move his entire inventory to Xiao Tianhao's company. 3 days later, at the Longju Trade Conference, Mao Tai became the star of the gala. Supply vanished and prices skyrocketed. Hee-chan was woken by a frantic call from Xiao Tianhao. Hee-chan, you are a god, Mao Tai is soaring, we bought at 1,790 a bottle and now it's over 7,800. Your 1,000 bottles made a profit of 5.8 million, I'll run it up to 6 million for you, Xiao continued. Don't argue, we brothers. Thanks, Xiao. You have some savings now, consider a different business. Lending money is bad for your karma. Do it for your daughter. I've been thinking the same thing. Every time I see her sick, I feel like it's my retribution. I'm getting out of the business tomorrow. With nearly 7 million yuan in his pocket, Hee-chan was ready for a bigger move. Then Feng Thinhai called. Mr. Yi, that wasn't fair. You let Xiao Tianhao get rich and didn't tell me. I apologize for my behavior. Xiao said he told you, but you thought he was joking. I did. But next time, please take me with you. I am struggling to prove myself to my grandfather. Fong Fin Hai's grandfather was the former city lord of Longju, a powerful connection. Fine. Next time. I have to see my daughter now. Ichin went to my Van's place and left cake and seafood at the door. Daddy's here. Dong Dong ran out. Ichin handed her a pink smartphone. A new phone? It's so pretty. Thank you, Daddy. She's too young for such an expensive phone, my Van protested. This is the latest model. It has 8,000 yuan. Where did you get this money? It has clean money, my Van. I am not gambling. Her old phone kept disconnecting. What if there was an emergency? Trust me, Tan my Van looked at him, her heart softening. If you have this much, go pay off your debts. Don't worry my parents anymore. I'll pay my own share. I know. I'll take care of it. I'll do my best. I have to go back to work at my grandmother's company soon, my Van said. We might move. If you want to see Dong Dong, don't come so often. The Tan family had a struggling family business. My Van was becoming a sales rep to help pay debts. It's okay, Ichin smiled. Wherever you move, I'll just rent a place nearby. Useless. Alright, but goods have been delivered. You can leave now. Just as King Mayan pushed Ichin out the door, he blocked it before it could close. Wait, Mayan, can I borrow your phone for a moment? I won't do anything, I promise. King Mayan remained silent for a long time before handing it over skeptically. Ichin instinctively entered his own birthday. Into his surprise, it unlocked. Man, you forgot to change the password. I'm just used to it. Now leave, stop being so penitent. He understood Mayan when she truly loathed someone, she would never want anything to do with them again. It seemed he still had a small chance, so he had to double his efforts. That's good, that's great. Ichin rejoiced. Internally, immediately took out his old phone and transferred 50,000 yuan to King Mayan. You don't need to be frugal with this 50,000 yuan. And don't worry about that 1 million yuan debt. I'll handle it. Where did you get the money? Did you take out another loan? I earned it through legitimate means, so rest easy. Seeing Mei Chen didn't want to elaborate, King Mayan stared blankly at the balance on her phone. Dong Dong, Daddy will come visit you another day. Daddy, are you leaving again? Be good, Dong Dong. If you miss Daddy, video call me. Tell me if you want anything to eat or any toys. I know, Daddy. Please be careful on your way. It wasn't until Ichin's figure had completely vanished that King Mayan snapped out of it. What on earth is Ichin doing? He has money, but isn't paying his debts. Does he want to be a deadbeat? No, I can't spend this money. I have to go to the credit company to pay the debt, otherwise, Ichin will be in big trouble. As soon as he left King Mayan's house, Ichin called Xiao Tianhao. Mr. Yi, do you have any instructions? I'm at your service at any time. Old Xiao, Mayan might come to find you to pay the money. Find a way to refuse it. I'll pay back that 1 million myself. I thought it was something serious. That's easy. Leave it to me. Miss Han, why are you here? Is Mr. Yi busy? I'd like to take you to meet someone, if that's all right. I'm not busy. Who was it? It's my father. You did our family a huge favor last time. My father wants to thank you in person. It was just a small matter. You're far too modest. Let's go then. My father is waiting. Ichin got into Han Yakshuan's car and left. The car stopped at a shop called the Treasure Pavilion. Dad, this is the person I told you about. The expert who helped us last time. Ichin, Mr. Yi, this is my father, Han Tianzheng. Ichin reached out his hand, but Han Tianzheng only gave a cold snort, ignoring him as he turned toward the bookshelf. Dad, what are you doing? Mr. Yi helped us so much. Why are you acting so superior? Han Tianzheng said nothing and took out a wooden box. After opening it, he revealed a landscape painting. He carefully unfurled it on the 8 Immortals table. I heard From my daughter that you claimed. A painting was fake without even looking at it. In our profession, we use our eyes to judge. For you to know the truth from a distance, that makes me curious. So, what does Uncle Han want from me today? If you're truly that capable, why don't you examine the authenticity of this painting? Ah, you can appraise it correctly. I will apologize for my rudeness. If not, don't blame me for treating you like a charlatan. It's just a piece of junk fake. Appraising antiques requires care and seriousness. You haven't even looked closely at this painting. How can you know it's fake? Everyone has their own way of judging. I've made my call. You can verify it yourself. Nonsense. It seems my guess was right. You must have colluded with the seller, intending malice toward Yakshuan to defraud the Han family. Dad, Mr. Yi helped us avoid a disaster. Yet you're being so suspicious, it's heartbreaking. How will others view the Han family? If this gets out, it's fine, Uncle Han. Whether you believe it or not, this painting is a fake. The reason Yi Chen was so confident was that he had seen the future. Han Tianzhang was currently falling into a massive trap involving the very antique calligraphy he prided himself on. If he remained stubborn, he was headed for a tragic end. Yakshuan, this painting was brought back from the South Sea by your cousin. 3 international masters have authenticated it as genuine. It was even in the newspapers. We spent 70 million on this. I know what I'm doing, yet you believe him? This boy clearly takes the Han family for fools. That's impossible. Mr. Yi isn't a liar. If it weren't for Miss Han's constant trust, I would have left long ago. What does Han Tianjing's life or death have to do with me? Foolish girl, you're still defending him at a time like this. You're truly possessed. Young man, don't think your good looks allow you to go around swindling people. For Yakshuan's sake, I'll let you go today. But if you dare bother my daughter again, don't blame me for being unmerciful. 3 months ago, you invested 600 million to acquire a South Sea auction house because it held many genuine collectibles. How do you know that? Did you investigate me? Do I look like I have that kind of power? What I want to tell you is that the organization is just a shell company, a trap set up to steal your money. Now that your funds are in their account, they've begun transferring the ownership of those collectibles. What did you say? As for who is behind this, I shouldn't need to tell you, right? After all, a cautious man like you only trusts his own family. Han Tianzhen, who previously looked like ice, was suddenly stunned. If Yi Chen had asked only one thing, Han Tianzhen might have thought it was luck, but to get multiple details exactly right was terrifying. Dad, by now, you surely don't think I'm colluding with Mr. Yi to deceive you? Even if what you say is true, how do you prove it? Prove that the auction house is a shell company. Is it proof simple? Wait 3 days. Not only will your 600 million belong to someone else, but the land worth tens of millions belonging to that auction house will never be in your name. Yi Chen didn't reveal the whole truth immediately. Some things are only believed when seen. Saying too much would only backfire. That isn't the South Sea auction house managed by my cousin, Han Jinki. Let's call him here to confront this. Everything will become clear. Your cousin is family. I paved the way for his return and provided the capital. How could he deceive me? Uncle Han, don't forget that one may know a person's face but not their heart. You wait right there. I'll call him now and see how you explain yourself then. Having said this, Han Tianzheng pulled out his phone and called Han Jinki. Uncle, were you looking for me? Shinki, get to the treasure pavilion as fast as possible. The calmer Yi Chen remained, the more uncertain Han Tianzheng became. Recently, he had indeed noticed issues with the South Sea auction house, unclear data, and incomplete ownership transfers, but he had refused to suspect Han Jinky of betrayal. Soon after, a young man in a leather jacket entered. "Uncle, what's the emergency?" Han Jinky noticed a stranger in a shop Ichen but didn't pay much attention. "Is everything settled with the South Sea auction house? Are the ownership transfers for those antiques complete?" "Almost, uncle. Just give me a little more time. Let me ask you, does that auction house a shell company? Are you falsifying documents to steal 600 million from my father?" As Han Yakshuan spoke, Han Jinky's expression shifted violently for a split second before regaining composure. "Cousin, you can't just throw accusations around. Those 100+ antiques are already worth far more than our 600 million investment. The authentication process can't have any errors. Every item must be appraised slowly. Since I returned to the country, Uncle has always sponsored me. Without him, I wouldn't be here today. No matter how heartless I could be, I would never do something so unconscionable. Cousin, by saying that, you're treating me like an outsider. Enough, Yakshuan. You're being far too disrespectful. Anyone else in this world might harm me, but not our family." Jinky has explained himself. "Hello. Keep asking is a clear sign of distrust. If I upset Jinky, what will happen to my 100+ antiques?" "Uncle, who is it that provoked this discord? It's far too malicious." "Indeed, it was me, damn it. Who are you fanning the flames with? Nonsense. You must be looking for death." Han Jinky swung a fist at Ichen. Ichen tilted his head to dodge, then kicked the man's leg. Han Jinky's head slammed into the table. With his predictive powers, Ichen could dodge a bullet, let alone a fist. Han Jinky stood up, clutching his bleeding head. "Damn you, you played dirty. I'm warning you, watch your mouth, or a split head will be the least of your worries." Ichen's tone was calm, yet it carried an overwhelming aura. Han Jinky was momentarily terrified, speechless. "All right, Jinky, you did strike first. Let this go. Po! To the hospital and get bandaged. Also, finish the ownership transfers quickly." "I understand, Uncle." Han Jinky glared at Ichen, gritted his teeth, and left. "Young man, I initially thought you were composed, but you're still too impulsive. This eye for an eye attitude will limit your future growth." By now, Han Tanjiang no longer doubted Ichen's ability. His eyes were full of admiration. If there's a grudge, why not settle it? Hesitation is a sign of weakness. By the time you react, it's too late. Han Tanjiang frowned, his expression darkening. "Are you criticizing me for not being decisive enough?" "That's your own interpretation. I didn't say that." "How arrogant. Who do you think you are, lecturing me? If not for my daughter, I'd have kicked you out long ago. Truly beyond help. For Miss Anne's sake, I'll give you one last warning. Don't be too brainy. Take your profits early. I have things to do. Goodbye." Wait, this kid's temper is even surer than mine. Is there something else? I admire your character. You're like me settling scores on the spot. I was wrong just now. Don't take it to heart. Yi Chen had no intention of truly falling out with a powerhouse like Han Tianzhen. Since the elder had apologized, he decided to give him a graceful exit. "You were my elder, I was also imprecise. Don't worry about it. Let's sit and have some tea." They sat back down as Han Yakshuan poured tea. "Uncle Han, that 600 million wasn't just an investment. It was bait you threw out to swallow those antiques whole, wasn't it? What else do you know? Han Jinky wants to take your capital for himself, and he's halfway there. Soon, the auction house and those priceless antiques will vanish. You only have one day left. After testing Jinky earlier, I suspected as much. My secretary in the South Sea just messaged me. The account only has a few dozen million left. The antiques have been moved, including the land. Han Jinki is processing the title transfer. That money can't be recovered. At this point, the wrinkles on Han Tianjing's face deepen as if he had aged 10 years. It's a family disgrace. I've made a fool of myself. Your secretary's words are lies. He was bribed by Han Jinki, which is why you've been deceived for so long. That bastard betrayed me too. Then aren't I finished? Han Jinki isn't that fast. Auction house still has at least 300 million worth of antiques that can't be moved yet. There's still a chance. But the 2 billion you invested in Tiancheng real estate will be difficult. What? How do you know about the stocks? Not even my wife or daughter knows. Asian PH, I told you Mr. Yi was an expert, but you didn't believe me. Mr. Yi, that 2 billion is my entire life savings. I've offended you multiple times today. Please tell me what's happening with this stock. It seems that 600 million for the auction house was a gift to Han Jinki. That's your family matter. I won't interfere. But haven't you considered that this 2 billion might vanish completely? Mr. Yi, what should I do? Sell now to save what you can. Otherwise, prepare to lose it all. Han Tianjing felt a chill down his spine and broke into a cold sweat. If that 2 billion was gone, the Han family would be buried in debt. Please help me. This is the lifeblood of the Han family. Mr. Yi, please help us. I'll try. Get me a laptop. Uncle Han, quickly withdraw what capital you can from the auction house as much as possible and raise some extra funds. I'll need right. I'll get the computer. Ow. Han Yakshuan ran to the bedroom. Han Tianjing took his phone upstairs. Looks like I have to get to work today. That demon is coming soon anyway. I might as well prepare. Meanwhile, Han Jinki called Secretary Lian as soon as he left the shop. Secretary Lian, sell all the antiques immediately. Find any buyer and sell everything. What happened? Did my uncle suspect something? We have to execute the plan ahead of schedule. Young Master Han Tianjian already sent people to take the antiques. They were experts. They took the genuine items, leaving only the fakes we made earlier. What? He already moved? Not only that, I just got a notice from the bank. Capital the chairman injected has been frozen. We couldn't withdraw the remaining 300 million. My uncle is a sly old fox. Just reassured me, then turned around and played me like this. But scanning him out of 300 million isn't a loss. Let it. A bitter fortune is coming. How is it? How much did you raise? I mortgaged antiques to old friends and borrowed 30 million from the bank. I've put my life savings on the line plus the 300 million recovered after the freeze. I have 920 million available. Eachin knew that if things progressed normally, Han Jinki wouldn't just steal the 600 million and the antiques. He and his father would also swallow that 2 billion, becoming major players in Longju, while Han Tianjing would have jumped off a building in despair. Uncle Han, it's time to bet your life. Just confirm you trust me and I'll begin. I have no way back. Mr. Yi, do what you must. I refuse to believe on this unlucky. I'll survive the business world my whole life. Surely I won't drown now. Then let's go to. I'll do my best to secure that 2 billion for you. Afterward, you can settle the score with them yourself. Fine. Go ahead. I trust you. Yichin began entering code. He found the 2 stock codes for Tianshang real estate. The very stocks the father-son duo were using to break Han Tianzhen's defenses. Soon, Yichin locked onto another target. Tianqi shares. This was the second trap they had set. Tens. He decided to help Han Tianzheng. He would do it thoroughly. Chen injected 300 million into the Tianjin group, instantly sending the stock to the limit up ceiling. Investors went wild, buying frenziedly. At the critical moment, Chen began selling, following investors, fearing a pump and dump began. Withdrawing. Seeing the market crash toward the limit down floor, Chen bought back in, scooping up cheap shares and fleecing the sheep under his manipulation. Tiansheng's stock was a roller coaster, hitting the ceiling, then the floor. Minutes later, Chen timed it perfectly, harvesting wave after wave. This was only the first step. Meanwhile, Han Jinki, about to relax at a club, received a call from his trader. This is a call from the trader. The market must be volatile. The harvest must have begun. Young Master Han, disaster, our shares are being hammered. They're hitting the floor repeatedly. Massive losses. Damn it, how much did we lose? It's not about the loss, we trapped. There's less than 3 million left on that side. Hey. Stock expert is attacking us. It's over, truly over. No. Check my father's side. As long as he's okay, we can be safe. His operation is large. We can buy it up if needed. Young Master Han, there's no movement on the Tianjin. Cares. Ha. It seems this person just accidentally hit us and targeted the Tianqi shares because that operation is small. Great. Your father has already injected 2 billion. The opponent wouldn't dare act rashly there. Keep watching. I need to finish the auction house matter as soon as possible. There can't be any more mistakes. Wait, something's wrong. Tiansheng is in trouble. What? What's the situation? At Tiansheng suddenly had 500 million injected. It hasn't hit the limit up yet, but I'm not sure if the opponent has more capital. 500 million. They're targeting me. Is it that old fox, Han Tianzheng? But he has tapped out. He already lost 200 million. Of that 2 billion to me, the bank won't lend to him. It can't be him. Leaning to stop the bleeding. How is Tianqi? The opponent has 300 million left there. I suspect it's the same person. They're actually attacking our Tianjin stock. Young Master Han, just say the word and I'll handle him. Don't they have 300 million left in Tianji? Crash it for me, then start accumulating. Yes, young Master Han, I'm on it. Dad, there's trouble. Someone is attacking our 2 stocks. We've lost 600 million. I need to take the funds to fight back. How did this happen? Is it your uncle? No, that old man is penniless now. Would he get them on me? Besides, even if it were him, we shouldn't be afraid. His petty cash won't make any waves. I've got this. How much do you need? It looks like I need it. Least 100 million. Is that so? Are you sure? I only have 100 million left. The rest is tied up in the stocks used to swallow Han Tianzheng's 2 billion. Dad, I've already lost the 100 million I had. Yours might not even be enough. I won't let someone play us like this in Tianjin. That's 600 million. Fine, I'll transfer it to you now. Inside the treasure pavilion, Han Tianzheng and Han Yakshuan were eating, but they had no appetite. Chen was still glued to the computer. A man is truly most attractive when focus. I wonder how it's going. If it fails, I'll have nothing left. Chen stared at the Tianjin real estate stock chart until a line shot up. As expected. I've been waiting for you. Injected capital was buying up. Tears. The stock hit the limit up. If I don't inject more, let's see what you do. With a few tricks, he moved capital into Tianqi. Hey, open a 500 million position in Tianjin and close the 300 million position in Tianqi, then reopen a position. This was all the capital Yi Chen could mobilize. Pump in another 100 million. I don't believe I can't. Crash it. Seeing the 100 million injection, Yi Chen unhesitatingly bought to accumulate, using his position to swallow the opponent's 100 million. A gift of money then shifted back to Tianchen, pumping in another 100 million to save the position. Yi Chen repeated the process, effortlessly pushing Tianchen almost to the limit up. Holding a massive volume of shares, he began a frantic sell-off. The opponent had no capital left to manipulate. They thought I put everything into Tianxi, not knowing I split it to hit Tianchen. 900 million total. Fools. The opponent used 200 million to test the waters, only to be devoured by Yi Chen. Han Jinky was now broke. Everything went as predicted. Clean them out for me. How is it? It's over. I crashed both markets and took 2.1 billion from him. Han Tianzhang saw the string of numbers flow into his bank account. With tears in his eyes and trembling hands, he was beyond words. I've seen many things, but never such a godlike performance. Mr. Yi, you saved my old life. How can I ever thank you? Han Tianzhang went to kneel, but Yi Chen caught him. Uncle Han, I didn't help. For free. I don't want money, I want an item. Name it, it's yours. I just want a ring. Ah. Thumb ring worn by the Hongwu Emperor of the Ming Dynasty. Young man, I do have that ring, but its market value is only 20 million. If you asked for 200 million, I would give it to you. I only need the ring. Fine, I'll get it for you. Wait a moment. Mr. Yi, you've helped us at Cannes. Thank you so much. Don't say that I got what I wanted, didn't I? Han Tianzheng held an antique wooden box and 2 bottles of liquor. I also have 2 70-year-old bottles of Mao Tai I collected. They are yours. The ring sat on a gold lining. As the sunset hit it, the silhouette of a dragon's wings and beard appeared. This is it. Well, everything is settled. I have other business. Uncle Han, I'll visit another day. Mr. Yi, let me walk you out. This boy, Yi Chen, will surely rise to the heavens. If my daughter could be with him, it would be perfect. Damn it, who's playing me? If I find out, I'll kill you. Just a minute ago, Han Jinky learned both stocks had crashed. Tianchen only had 300 million left, but it had hit the floor. Tomorrow, even that 300 million would be gone. I leaked the news of Han Tianzhen's cash shortage to take him down so no one could compete with my father for the estate. But now, how do I tell my father? Elsewhere, after leaving the treasure pavilion, Yi Chen went to his former in-laws' house. His eyes were red, hesitating at the door. He tried to use his premonition, but his head ached. He saw nothing. It seemed his power didn't work on loved ones. Fine, whatever the result, I created this karma. I will bear it. Who is it? Mom, it's Yi Chen. Yi Chen, what are you doing here? You're not welcome. Mom, I came to visit. Is Dad home? I beg you, show some mercy. Don't deceive us anymore. ILL meal. Anu. Just leave us old folks alone. She began to kneel. Terrified, Yi Chen caught Han Geishai. Mom, don't do that. I just brought some things for you. Yi Chen, if you really want the best for us, never come here again. Mom, I was wrong before. I'll make up for it. I'll leave the gifts here. Take care, Mom and Dad. I'm leaving. As he turned to go, he met an old man carrying 2 bottles of cheap liquor. Get up there, you brat, you dare show your face? I'll kill you. King Jianchen was a former soldier and company commander. Despite his age, he was fit and lunged at Yi Chen. You stole my entire pension. What are you here for? I'm old anyway, I'm not afraid of a thug like you. I'll trade my life for yours. So you stop hurting me. Daughter, Dad, come down. Listen to me, I won't. Why are you fighting? Backed. You fought me many times before. Dad, I'm not here for anything else, just to visit. You can hit me as much as you want if it helps your anger. I once stole my father-in-law's pension. These two had to do backbreaking, dirty labor to survive. If not for me, he'd have a brilliant daughter and a lovely granddaughter living a peaceful old age. Don't call me Dad, I can't accept it. I'd live longer without seeing you. Get out. Just then, a neighbor walked by. Surprise. Mr. Ken, isn't this your son-in-law? Why is he crying? The old man, who valued dignity above all, couldn't let the family shame out. Even though he hated Yi Chen, he wouldn't embarrass him in public. My son-in-law came to visit and accidentally broke a gift. He's just upset with himself. It is fine, son, let us go inside. They let me in for the sake of appearances, not wanting the neighbors to know our shame. If I stay, they'll only feel worse. Mom, Dad, I'll be going. Wait, take your things. I can bear your filial piety. King Shangshan shoved the gifts back into Yi Chen's hands. Dad, this just a small token. Use it however you like, throw it away if you must. Chen set the gifts down again and turned to leave. Do we have any money? The 2,000 you gave me yesterday, I haven't used. Then what are you waiting for? Give it to Yi Chen. He wouldn't show up unless he was in trouble. He's probably struggling. Give it to him to shut him up. But this is our living money. If we give it away, do we eat scraps? If you don't give it, will Mayan have peace? He'll just go bother her, then she'll suffer. Fine, I know. Yi Chen, wait, Yi Chen turned to see Han Gejai, stuffing 2,000 yuan into his hand. Mom, what's this? Take it, and don't bother Mayan anymore. Her words brought a sting to his eyes. That 2,000 yuan felt heavier than the millions he had just made. Auntie, take this back. I didn't come for money, and I won't bother Mayan again. Han Gejai didn't believe him. Her eyes reddened and her suppressed emotions exploded. Yi Chen, how? What do you want? We'll sell everything to pay you. If you have any conscience, let our family be. Seeing a crowd gathering, Yi Chen stuffed the 2,000 yuan into his pocket. Fine. Auntie, I'll take it. Seeing him accept the money, she sighed in relief. He feared most that he wouldn't take it, meaning his greed wasn't satisfied, and Mayan would suffer. Auntie, can I borrow your phone? What for? Are you going to sell this old thing too? Don't worry, I won't. Just 1 minute. She handed it over skeptically. Yi Chen added himself on WeChat and transferred 10,000 yuan. If he sent too much, they'd think it was dirty and wouldn't spend it. Mom, tell Dad not to be so frugal. His health is poor, he shouldn't be at the construction site. I swear this money was earned honestly. If you need more, call me. This 100 yuan is the cigarette money used to sneak into my pocket. I don't need it now. I'm leasing. Go inside. Yi Chen gripped that 100 yuan and walked faster, tears falling. When he was at his lowest, his mother-in-law always hid 100 yuan in his pocket for cigarettes. Yet later he had forced them for money. He's a scoundrel. Old King watched Yi Chen's retreating figure and stared blankly at his phone balance for a long time before finally heading inside. Did he take it? his wife asked. He did. If he took it, that's good. My van and the baby can have some peace for a while. But he only took 100 yuan and returned the rest. He even transferred another 10,000 to me. What? What is that boy up to now? That money feels like it's burning a hole in my pocket. Transfer it to my van quickly before that kid changes his mind. That way, if he regrets it, our daughter can just give it back. Right. I'll transfer it to my van immediately. We can let that godforsaken boy trick us again. Anyway, let us eat first. Just as the elderly couple sat down to dinner, a knock sounded at the door. Who is it? Your old comrade, Wang Dajun. Old Wang, what brings you here? Come in and eat. I had a row with the wife. I'm fuming. I came to have a few drinks with you. You two really know how to stay healthy. At my house, it's chicken, duck, and fish every single day. I'm sick of it. Don't be ungrateful. I heard your big shot entrepreneur son-in-law just bought you a huge Mercedes. You reliving the good life now. Don T even mention him. Every time I see that nouveau rich prick, I lose my temper. Anyway, old kin, I heard your son-in-law even quit his stable job. I don't want to talk about that bastard either. Tonight, let us just drink. Wife, bring out the liquor. I am going, she replied, bringing out the bottle of Mao that each had gifted them. She poured a glass for old Juan. My son-in-law brought this. It's probably nothing special. Please, help yourself. Mao Dai isn't special. A standard bottle is 2,000 or 3,000 yuan. Wang Dajun laughed and took a sip. Suddenly, his face froze. He sat motionless for a long time. Old Juan, what is wrong? Is it fake? I'll throw it out right now. Wait, no, old kin, don't scare me. This isn't fake. Old kin, you're being way too modest. This is a 70-year-old vintage Mao Dai. One bottle of this could buy my Mercedes. What did you say? This bottle is worth hundreds of thousands? After leaving his in-law's home in Deshen, Chen took a taxi straight to the Nam Wholesale's office. His initial 300,000 yuan in capital had grown to 1.1 million. It was time to liquidate his positions. After cashing out, he would have over 7 million yuan in capital money he could finally use to buy a house. The abandoned project. Stop looking at that. I'm here to buy a house, Chen said to the agent. Are there any good units left? Friend, are you feeling okay? This is a dead building. No one wants it. Yeah, you want to buy? The management hasn't paid our salaries in 3 months. If they had, we'd have quit long ago. Have blocks and been sold yet? The agent, Sun Quan, thought to himself, this guy probably wants to scavenge for a bargain in a suspended project. Only an idiot would throw money in here. Well, if he wants to buy, I'll take the commission. I have to get paid. You be persistent, Sun Quan said aloud. Fine. If you dead set on it, I'll give you the lowest price, 5,000 yuan per square meter. How much space do you want? You can pick any unit in those 2 blocks. Make it lower. 4,000 yuan per square meter. I'll take 100 units upfront. All premium layouts, between 80 and 100 square meters. Friend, this building is a ruin. You couldn't give it away for free. I was trying to be kind, but you're treating me like a fool. Leave now before I lose my temper. I am not joking, Chen said calmly. The price here is about to skyrocket. Buying now is a gold mine. If you don't believe me, we can sign a contract right now. If I can't produce the money, you can do whatever you want with me. I can even introduce you to another big client. Sun Quan sneered. He wants to play. Fine, I'll play along and see him cry later. Don't forget what you said. Xiao Wu, go get the contract and the company seal. The seals were pressed. Sign it. Done, Chen said. Give me the company account number. I am transferring the funds. The transfer is complete. Check the memo. House purchase contract payment. Sun Quan laughed. Still addicted to the act? You really think you're a big shot? I've already torn up the contract. Now get out before things get ugly. Right then, Sun Quan's phone rang. He shot an annoyed look at Chen before answering with a sycophantic smile. Hello, Director Chen? I wanted to ask about my 3 months of back pay. When would be convenient? Wait, Long Hai Bei has a client? You just received a payment of over 7 million for a housing contract? What? You've already got the money? The voice on the other end barked. You idiot, you sold the houses and you didn't even know? To think that piece of trash building actually sold. That kid has some nerve. I'll transfer your salary and bonus shortly. Director Chen, it is just my job. If the client tries to back out later, we'll just follow legal procedures. Since the contract is signed, let the legal department handle him. Once this is settled, I'll give you an extra 100,000 yuan bonus. Don't worry, sir, I'll handle it perfectly. After hanging out, Sun Quan looked at Yi Chen as if you were a holy fool. Friend, I didn't expect you to actually do it. If I were joking, I would have joined the theater. Why would I come here? Right, you are my god of wealth now. Whatever you say is right. A friend of mine will be arriving soon, Yi Chen added. Prepare another contract. He can have as many units as he wants. Bid brother, my dear bid brother, Sun Quan stammered. I was blind before. Please, follow me upstairs to the VIP lounge. I'll have it prepared immediately. Mimi, what are you standing there for? Get a fruit platter, some cigarettes, and change into something sexy. Perform a dance for my big brother. All back pay will be settled today. Mimi nodded frantically. Moments later, she appeared in a provocative outfit, placing fruit, cigarettes, and wine on the tea table. She leaned toward Yi Chen. Sir, may I sit with you? Yi Chen leaned back on the sofa and pointed to the chair furthest away. Is that not a C? Sit there. Mimi felt a sting of annoyance. This guy is just a brainless nouveau rich. Who else would drop 7 million on an abandoned apartment complex? If I can wrap him around my finger, I'll never run out of money. But sitting over there makes me feel lonely. Can't I sit on your lap? Manager's son, Yi Chen called out. I came here to buy houses, not for entertainment. If you still want to make a sale, let me call my friend in peace. Yes, of course. Mimi, out with me. Don't disturb Mr. Yi's business. Understood, Brother Quan, she pouted. Mr. Yi, call me whenever you need anything. Once they left, Yi Chen dialed Feng Finhai. Brother Yi, long time no see. What do you need? I have a business deal for you. Are you looking to invest? How much do you have on hand? I still have over 10 million. I am in. Listen to me first. The abandoned apartments at Longhai Bay, are you interested? Abandoned apartments? Brother Yi, you joking, right? This is the good project you mentioned? If you're not interested, fine. Don't say I didn't invite you. I'm hanging up. Wait, I didn't say I wouldn't invest. I am just worried you being scammed. Longhai real estate is notorious. Those buildings are like a black hole, money goes in, but nothing comes out. I know that, Yi Chen said. But the bitter the storm, the more expensive the fish. If they weren't abandoned, do you think units would be going for 4,000 per square meter? Do you think there would be anything left for us? Feng Finhai lacked the boldness of the old elites, but he eventually relented. How much did you put in, Brother Yi? Over 7 million. Fine, I'm driving over right now. Don't leave, help me pick the units. Feng Finhai's friend, Lu Chen, saw him leaving. Liaison Feng, where are you off to in such a hurry? We were supposed to hang out. Sorry, Lu. I have business at Longhai Bay. A good brother of mine is leading the way. If I miss this, there won't be a second chance. Longhai Bay. You're investing there. You're going to squander all the capital your old man gave you, aren't you? You're either crazy or stupid. If there's no risk, it's not an investment, Feng Finhai countered. I might as well leave the money in the bank to rot. Don't worry about me, don't let them play you. My restaurant investment is a guaranteed profit, and you won't join me. Instead, you buy ghost buildings. At us 10 million, not 10,000. Your restaurant is fine, but it makes a few million a year at most. If this deal my brother is leading pays off, we talking tens of millions. 1N. I have money, but I am not sick in the head. Go ahead, waste your startup capital. Then you can give up on your dreams and go crawl back to inherit the family business. Feng Finhai grinned. This time you've miscalculated. Don't be jealous in a few days. Feng Finhai arrived at the Namho office quickly. Within half an hour, the paperwork was finished. Sun Quan handed over the signed contracts, while his assistant, Xiao Wu, recorded everything on her phone. Gentlemen, the contracts are signed. Just a reminder, the agreement includes a breach of contract clause. The unilateral breach requires a penalty of 3 times the total value. This video is my evidence. Good, Feng Finhai replied. ILL record 1 too. My brother and I have 100 units each. I hope your real estate company doesn't regret selling to us later. Rest assured, Sun Quan smirked. Longhai Real Estate will never breach the contract. We're only worried your company will go bankrupt first. Enough talk, pleasure doing business with you. Once they stepped outside, Feng Finhai turned to Yi Chen. Brother, didn't you see the way Sun Quan looked at us? He thinks we're mentally deficient. And honestly, I can't blame him. No sane person buys an entire block of abandoned apartments unless they're about to be demolished. So, you think we've been tricked? Well, no, but stop overthinking. Everything will be clear in 3 days. When Feng Finhai returned home, the regret began to seep in. Damn, I'm starting to feel it. Buying those ruins in a daze. If I lose this, Grandpa will definitely kill me. Why the long face? Did you blow all the startup money your father gave you? Feng Finhai looked up at his third uncle. Uncle, don't kick me while I'm down. If I pull this off, I'll have finally made something of myself. Kid, you don't have your father's business acumen. Just come work with me at the Department of Construction. Wait until I retire and take my spot. Your father makes enough money for the whole family. Feng Chongqiet was a higher-ranking official in the Longzhou Construction Bureau. People whispered that Feng Finhai's father only succeeded because of the grandfather's backing and the uncle's influence. This investment is my last stand, Finhai insisted. Based on those abandoned apartments? Lu Chen told me everything. Adding a spirit of adventure is good, but you need vision and brains, not just luck. Tell me, where did you invest? Wanghai Bay, in the South New District. That mysterious brother of mine told me to. He didn't give a reason, which is why I'm nervous. Feng Chongqiet froze. South New District? Wanghai Bay. Which part specifically? His uncle's expression shifted. This good brother of yours, what's his background? Business or politics? I'm not sure. He used to be on the political track, but lost his job over a mistake. Now he's in business. As for how he knows, I don't know. He's just very mysterious. How mysterious? He called the surge in Hythene Group stocks and the sky-high rise in Maudai prices. He made 7 or 8 million in a few days. Even his friends are getting rich. He asked the kind of guy who carries his whole circle to success. Feng Chongqiet hummed thoughtfully. This friend of yours is interesting. If you have time, introduce us. Feng Finhai was stunned. Out of all his friends, his uncle only ever acknowledged Lu Chen. Everyone else was considered useless. This was the first time his uncle had ever asked to meet one of his associates. Did I actually invest correctly? 3 days passed in a flash. Wanghai Group held an emergency internal meeting. News broke the South New District of Longzhou was about to undergo a massive expansion. Within 6 months, schools, hospitals, and high-end supermarkets would be completed. Furthermore, the district had received backing from the Finchao Group, a Hong Kong conglomerate, to build the DC Nolan Park this year. The South New District was to become the city's premier high-tech hub. Property prices were projected to hit historical highs. We've hit the jackpot. The abandoned, sealed-off apartments have become the hottest commodity on the market. We still have phases 2 and 3 of that land ready for development. That land is now gold. I am relaying the chairman's orders. All shareholders must prepare capital immediately to break ground on phases 2 and 3. We rise and fall together. At the same time, each lay on his sofa watching the news. A faint smile touched his lips. With Hong Kong investors pouring in, 30,000 yuan per square meter might not even be the ceiling. My 100 units have already increased nearly tenfold in value just based on the deposit. When it hits 30,000, I'll sell. That's at least 50 million. Now, I need to figure out how to double that again. Suddenly, his phone rang incessantly. Brother Yi, did you see the news? We're rich. You are literally my blood brother now. I'm changing my name to Finhai. Why aren't you saying anything? Shut up for a second, Yi Chen laughed. Now, start looking for a buyer who can take the entire lot off our hands. We sell in 2 days. Whatever the price rises to after that is none of our business. We have too many units to hold onto them safely. Leave it to me. But brother, where did you get the intel? Is that Hong Kong billionaire your long-lost father or something? Shut your mouth. Yi Chen's voice turned cold. My foster parents sacrificed everything for me. I won't allow anyone to make a joke of them. Don't make me turn on you. I'm sorry. I spoke without thinking. I promise, if I say something stupid again, I'll drop dead. I'll go find a buyer immediately. I am going to go pick out a gift for my van. After hanging up, Feng Finhai sighed heavily. Lu Chen, who was sitting nearby, scoffed. Stop showing off. You just made 100 million and you're sighing. I regret it so much, Finhai moaned. Why didn't I get down on my knees and beg him to let me buy a few hundred more units? Damn it, you had your chance, Lu Chen muttered. Who knew your brother was that deep? He brought a dead building back to life. Regretting it now is useless. Don't annoy me. I just offended Brother Yi. I have to find those buyers fast. I can't piss him off again. At a high-end jewelry store, Ichin approached the counter. Miss, could you show me your most expensive diamond rings? Don't worry about the style, the more expensive, the better. The clerk, Xiao Hui, looked him up and down. No style, just expensive. Look at him dressed in rags, probably a pauper. If it weren't so slow today, I wouldn't waste my time. She pointed lazily at 2 rings. This Starry Night model is a new arrival. 1 carat, 37,000 yuan. This small teardrop diamond is over 90,000. Too cheap. And not beautiful enough. Do you have anything more expensive? Ichin remembered when he married my van. He had no money and could only afford a cheap 100 yuan ring. Yet she had never complained and wore it every day. Now that he had the means, he had to give her the best. How about this? 128,000. No. What else? She showed him a dozen more. The most expensive was 180,000, but Ichin still wasn't satisfied. Xiao Hui lost her patience. If you can't afford it, stop pretending. You're wasting my time. Look for yourself, I have a vet to attend to. Oh, Mr. Zhu, you here. Buying something for the wife or a little treat for someone else? A middle-aged man walked in. The mistress, of course. Why would that old hag at home need jewelry? Your mistress is so lucky, maybe you should take me in too, Mr. Zhu. I'm dying over here dealing with paupers who look but never buy. You little flirt, Zhu laughed. I'll take care of you once I'm feeling up to it. What would you like today? 3 gold bracelets. And I'll take that ring too. Wrap it all. That will be 60,000 yuan, Mr. Zhu. Are you sure you won't take me with you? Don't be in such a hurry. I'll love you plenty once I have the energy. As Zhu left, Xiao Hui turned back to Chen, who was still standing by the counter. She was fuming. Are you still here? Are you going to buy or not? Don't be so pathetic. Look at Mr. Zhu, 60,000 yuan in minutes. Manager, Chen called out to the person behind the till. Is there a time limit on shopping here? The manager, who was currently boxing a ring for Chen, looked up with a sycophantic smile. Of course not, sir. You could stay until closing and we would be honored to serve you. But this lady is clearly trying to kick me out. The manager's face dropped as he turned to Xiao Hui. Xiao Hui, are you blind? Mr. Yi just purchased the Eternal Vow limited edition diamond ring. It's a 500,000 yuan sale. Mr. Zhou is nothing compared to him. You chasing out a client for a measly 60,000 yuan? Apologize to Mr. Yu right now. What? 500,000? Xiao Hui gasped. She looked at Chen again. He looks poor, but he drops 500,000 like it's nothing. Why didn't I notice how tall and handsome he is? I'm so sorry, sir. My attitude was unacceptable. Please forgive me. I don't need your apology, Chen said. Is it ready? Yes, sir. Here is your receipt, the manager said, handing over the box with both hands. Chen took it and walked out without a second glance at Xiao Hui, who was left fuming and stamping her feet. Chen arrived at my Van's apartment building only to see her with their daughter, Dong Dong, and her cousin, Tuang Thiat Hung. Thiat Hung owned an advertising company and made around 800,000 a year, someone Chen could never have competed with before. Though they were cousins, Thiat Hung was adopted and had always carried a torch for my Van. Mommy, look, Daddy's here. Dong Dong, Daddy came to see you. Dong Dong hasn't been out in a while, my Van said softly. My cousin is off today and wanted to take her to the zoo. Maybe you should come back another time. My Van, why are you even explaining things to him? Thiat Hung snapped. You divorce. You don't need his permission. This is family business, it has nothing to do with him. He turned to Chen. You piece of trash. Dong Dong was stuck at home every day before and you never cared. Now you want to play good dad? It is too late. I should thank you for looking after my Van before, Chen said calmly. But drop the act. You're overstepping. We aren't blood related. What's overstepping? I'll tell you straight, I like my Van. I want to take care of her and Dong Dong for the rest of my life. A piece of garbage like you should crawl back into whatever hole you came from. Cousin, stop it, my Van said. We family. My Van, I'm not hiding it anymore. I've loved you since before you married this beast. Stay with me, I swear I'll treat you and Dong Dong right. My Van looked at Chen. She didn't want him to misunderstand, even though they were divorced. Cousin, I appreciate everything you've done, but I've only ever seen you as a brother. If you keep crossing this line, we can't see each other anymore. She picked up Dong Dong to go home, but Thiat Hung blocked her path. I was just angry at Chen. Forget I said it. Dong Dong has wanted to go to the zoo for so long. Don't ruin it for her. Mommy, if you don't want to go, I'll stay home with you, Dong Dong said quietly. Looking at her daughter's innocent face, my van sighed. Fine. Let's go. The car is over there, Viet Hung said, then looked at Yi Chen. If you have nothing better to do, come along. Dong Dong misses you. Daddy, you're coming too. If my princess asks, of course I'm coming. At the zoo, Dong Dong ran toward the panda exhibit. Yi Chen walked over to my van with 2 bottles of water. Here, have some water. Viet Hung intercepted. My van only let you come for Dong Dong's sake. Know your place. Stay with the kid. I'll take care of my van. You re the one who needs to know his place, Yi Chen countered. 7 years ago, she didn't choose you. 7 years later, even after a divorce, she still won't choose you. What right does a loser like you have to compete with me? At least I still have a chance. You broke her heart, she'll never go back to you. Besides, I make $1 million a year. You re just a debt-ridden ghost. What do you have? Once she's over the trauma of your marriage, my status and care will win her over. You will be left crying. Stop posturing, Yi Chen sneered. Your little fortune is nothing to me. Mommy, there are too many people. I can't see the pandas. It's too crowded, Dong Dong, my van said. You'll get stepped on. Let's go see the elephants instead. No, I want to see the pandas. Come here, Dong Dong, Yi Chen said, lifting her up. Sit on Daddy's shoulders and you will see everything. Daddy's the best. My van watched them. In the past, he wouldn't even hold her for a minute. Now he's letting her ride on his shoulders. Has he really changed? My van, Viet Hung whispered, you shouldn't let him near her too much. He'll just spoil her and ruin her character. I think it's fine, she replied shortly. Cousin, you should head home. I have something to say to Yi Chen. My van, don't be soft-hearted. He's a con artist. He's just acting. I know what I'm doing. It's late. Go home. Viet Hung left reluctantly. As the sun set and Dong Dong fell asleep in Yi Chen's arms, they walked out of the zoo. A family meal, a trip to the park. This is the life I always wanted, my van whispered. It's just a shame it only happened after the divorce. I'm sorry for everything, Yi Chen said. Don't come to my house. My father will kill you if he sees you. I deserve whatever they throw at me, but I'll take care of him. You should go see your own parents too. Life in the countryside isn't easy and your siblings are still in school. If you've really changed, start carrying your own weight. Thank you for thinking of them, my van. I will. I promise I am done with the gambling and the running around. That's your business. You don't need to promise me anything. They reached a small plaza near her home. Yi Chen gripped the diamond ring in his pocket. My van, I am truly sorry. I hope you can forgive me, it's too late. Go home. My van, Yi Chen called out. She turned to see him holding a massive cluster of balloons in a beautiful gift box. Everyone, please bear witness. I was a fool who didn't cherish the woman who loved me. From this day forward, I will give my life to ensure my wife and daughter have the best life possible. Yi Chen, are you crazy? People are staring. Get up. I know you don't believe me, but I'm not asking for immediate forgiveness. I just want to prove I've changed. You're being childish, she said, turning to leave. Suddenly, a remote-controlled drone carrying a small, exquisite box flew in front of her. Yi Chen opened it, and the diamonds sparkled brilliantly under the streetlights. This is the eternal vow. I owed you a ring when we got married. I am giving it to you now. The crowd began to cheer. Accept it, accept it. I don't want it, my van said, her voice trembling with anger. Yi Chen, using a fake ring to play a prank on me in front of all these people. Is it fun? Why do you insist on humiliating me? She didn't give him a chance to explain. She hailed a taxi and vanished. Yi Chen raced to her apartment. My van, open the door, let me explain. It's late, haven't you made enough of a scene? Go away. Dong Dong is sleeping and I'm exhausted. Fine. Just take the ring and I'll go. My van opened the door slightly, took the box, and set it on the shoe rack. Now, leave. Standing downstairs, Yi Chen felt a mess of emotions. His phone buzzed. It was Fong Thin Hai. Brother Yi, about before. I was wrong. Don't hold it against me, I'm not that petty. Just don't mention my parents again. Phew, I can breathe again. Anyway, my third uncle wants to meet you. Are you free? Fine. Pick me up at Phuoc Ninh District. Before the car arrived, he got another text. It was from In Bin, the woman who had lured him into the loan shark trap in his past life. Chen, why haven't you come to see me? You promised me that cell line back. I know I couldn't go to the hotel last time, but my parents were watching me. Let us have dinner. Ichin sneered. In my past life, you were the reason I lost everything. If I don't have money, you're gone. He tied back, piss off. I already know you're a broke loser. I was only humoring you for the money. You're cheating on your wife and you deserve to be bankrupt. Don't contact me again. He blocked her immediately. In this life, only my van matters. Feng Thin Hai's car pulled up. Brother Yi, sorry for the wait. Uncle, this is my big brother, Yichen. It's a pleasure to meet you, Director Feng, Yichen said politely. I know you're busy, thank you for waiting. Yichen knew the Feng family. Aside from Thin Hai's father, the last 3 generations had all been high-ranking officials. Building this connection was vital for his future. I should thank you, Feng Trungchiat said, pouring tea. If you hadn't guided Thin Hai, he would have been dragged back to the family business by now. But tell me. I am curious. How did you know the property values in the South New District were going to skyrocket? To be honest, it was a hunch. A hunch? You were young to be relying on such things. You got lucky, but luck can be dangerous. Yichen smiled. Director Feng, has there been any news from the port area lately? Feng Trungchiat's hand trembled slightly, a few drops of tea spilling. How does this kid know about the high-level meeting at the port? The billionaire coming from the port is also named Yi. Could they be related? It would explain the insider trading. Aha, let's not talk shop, the uncle said. Mr. Yi, thank you for looking after Thin Hai. If you ever need anything as long as it's legal I won't refuse. You're too kind. I should head out. Thin Hai, learn as much as you can from Mr. Yi. I'll see you out, Uncle, Yichen said warmly, walking into the car. As Feng Trungchiat was about to get in, Yichen added, oh, by the way, do you have your medicine with you? The official froze. How does he know I have a heart condition? Thin Hai must have told him. This kid is thoughtful. Yes, it's with my assistant, Xiao Yuan. You boys have fun. Come over for dinner sometime. As the car pulled away, Feng Trungchiat thought about Yichen's question. Xiao Yuan, do you have the medicine? The assistant broke into a cold sweat as he checked his briefcase. Director, it's not here. I must have left it. There's a pharmacy nearby. I'll be back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, the assistant returned with emergency heart medication. Now we're safe. Let's go. Halfway through the drive, Feng Trungchiat suddenly clutched his chest, his face contorting in agony. The assistant turned pale and slammed on the brakes. Director, Chief, let me get your medicine. Half an hour later, Fu Ong Trungchi had recovered. It was a good thing he had told little Tru Ong to buy the medicine in time. He had nearly lost his life. Dai Tha's warning to bring the medicine flashed through Fu Ong Trungchi's mind. That kid, Dai Than, is truly a miracle worker. At the same time, inside a club, Fu Ong Hai was smiling as he drank with Dai Than, celebrating the fact that the abandoned building was selling fast. However, after receiving a phone call, he slammed his glass onto the ground in a rage. What's wrong? Brother Dai P, those bastards at Luan Jihai Real Estate just called. They want to renege on the debt and refuse to sell us the houses anymore. Don't worry, they called me too. Don't say anything, let us see what they're up to. Hello, is this Mr. Dai P Than? This is to Nguyen, the manager of Luan Jihai Bay. I have a matter to discuss. Thank you for your support last time, but as you've seen in the news, property prices are skyrocketing. The headquarters plans to reclaim the sold properties. According to the contract, we are willing to compensate you triple the penalty fee for the breach. Seeing that real estate prices are now soaring, the company's headquarters intends to take back the sold houses. According to the contract, we are prepared to pay you triple the breach of contract penalty. This dog called me grandpa just a few days ago, and now he's being this arrogant. You, the Luan Jihai Group. You think you can just pay me triple the penalty and walk away? You want to breach the contract, right, Mr. Dai P? This is an order from my superiors. I have no choice, but you're making a profit here, buddy. Triple compensation is over 10 million. I work this hard just for a salary. It's unfair that these rich brats can make a fortune just by buying an abandoned building. Now that the company doesn't want to sell, they'll surely be miserable. Haha, has the reputation of your Luan Jihai Group been eaten by dogs? Don't be angry, Mr. Dai P. If you insist on refusing the compensation, feel free to talk to our legal department. Although our projects rank last in the industry, our legal team is top tier. Haha, fine. Since you want to be ruthless, don't blame me for being heartless. I'll see this through to the end. After saying this, Dai Pi thought and hung up. Fuo and Ji Thian Hai slammed his hand on the table. These dogs really think we easy targets to be trampled on. The profit from those houses could reach 100 million in the blink of an eye. Who wants his measly breach of contract money? I thought if they negotiated sincerely, I'd take the compensation and let it go. But now that they being this shameless, I have no patience left for them. Brother Dai Pi, don't worry about it anymore. These dogs are dreaming if they think they can swallow our money. I am going to go all out against them. Dai Pi thought and closed his eyes, and made a quick prediction. Letting Fuo and Ji Thian Hai handle this would lead to a favorable resolution, so he didn't stop him. After Fuo and Ji Thian Hai left, Dai Pi thought and uploaded a video of the house purchase to the internet, and even paid for promotion. Within an hour, it received tens of thousands of comments and likes. Holy crap, this Lu and Ji Hai manager is so shameless. When the houses wouldn't sell, he acted like a grandson. Now he's absolutely disgusting. Wanting to breach a contract written in black and white, he clearly has no respect for the law. To have a house you worked hard to buy be forcibly reclaimed just because the price went up, who could stand that? If we don't speak up for others today, who will demand justice for us tomorrow? Lu and Ji Hai real estate is trash. Boycott them. Just as the video's popularity was peaking, it was suddenly flagged by the platform for a policy violation. It seemed Lu and Ji Hai real estate had made its move. But it didn't matter, the desired effect had been achieved. Since Fuo and Ji Thian Hai wasn't there, Dai Pi thought and headed home. Meanwhile, after a night of partying with his staff, Tu En heard that the sales office had been sealed off and rushed over. Friend, I am the manager here. Which department are you from? Why are you sealing our building? Regarding the specific reason, our director will inform you. Move aside for now. You reek of alcohol. Director 2, the manager of Lu and Ji Hai Bay is here. Boss, please, have a smoke. Tu En continued tentatively. We received a report that Lu and Ji Hai Bay has issues with the abandoned project. We must perform a quality check before any transactions are allowed. From now on, your sales office must fully cease operations to undergo an investigation. Boss, there must be a misunderstanding. We were just short on cash flow initially. There are no quality issues with the houses. Furthermore, our manager Truo NG has a very close relationship with your bid boss. Perhaps you could remove the seals first? Old Truo NG and I were comrades in arms, but this is official business. We don't discuss private matters. Old Truo NG also agreed that we must keep business and personal matters separate. For now, just cooperate with our department's inspection. Soon, Fuo NG Trung Chi Ti led his men away. Tu En was still reeling when he received a call from Director Tryon. You idiot, what did you do? Why did it get to the point where the Bureau of Construction came to inspect? I didn't do anything. I just followed your orders regarding those two. The person who bought 100 units refused the compensation. Right, it must be them playing tricks. They even posted a video online. It seems they have high-level connection. Their background isn't simple at all. What are their names? One is named Dai Pi Thian. The other is... What is the other one's name? Fuo and Ji Thian Hai. Fuo and Ji Thian Hai. No wonder this became such a mess. The big shot at the Bureau of Construction is also named Fuo and Ji. I told you to stall them. Now that things have reached this point, if it isn't resolved, we both finished. Director Tryon, what should I do? I can't lose my job. My elderly mother is waiting for me to support her. Quickly, buy some expensive gifts and go to his house to apologize immediately. Even if you have to die trying, you must beg for his forgiveness. Yes, I'll go right now. I'll even act like a dog if I have to. Back at home, Dai Pi thought and lay on the sofa observing stock market fluctuations. This potential tech stock, Huawei, hasn't moved much yet, but this crude oil stock looks interesting. With less than 3 days left, I need to find a way to maximize my capital. I'll dump everything into the stock. Just then, there was a knock at the door. Dai Pi thought and opened it to find Tu En standing there holding gifts. Big brother, I finally found you. This abalone and ginseng are a token of my heart. I hope you don't mind. Dai Pi thought and took a step back, refusing the gifts, and looked him up and down. How do you know we're alive? What do you want? Mr. Hai told me. Big brother, I was wrong before. I apologize, please forgive me just this once. Don't just stand there. Come in and kneel. Yes, I was just joking. Previously, I was blind. You're a great man, please just let it slide like a passing breeze. Weren't you very arrogant on the phone? claiming you'd seize my house. Who was I supposed to tell my grievances to then? It was all my fault. If you don't forgive me today, Director Trotten will kill my parents back in the village. They need my money for medical treatment. Even though he knew the other man was playing the sympathy card, Daipi thought and was moved because it involved parents. Fine, stop playing the victim in front of me. Get out. Thank you, big brother. You are like my own blood brother. If you ever need anything, just call on me. I won't bother you any longer. These gifts must be worth over 100,000. It seems the Fuo and Ji family has scared Lu and Ji Hai real estate half to death. Brother Daipi, the house situation is settled. I know. Thanks for the hard work. What hard work? This is what I should do. Besides, you're warning that they saved my third uncle's life. He even asked me to thank you. It was a small matter. But listen, contact some reliable brokers or real estate flippers immediately and liquidate all those houses for cash. Rest easy, brother. I've already made the arrangements. My friends introduced me to a group of flippers with deep pockets. They can easily take the entire lot off our hands. That is great. Brother Daipi, let's go out and relax tonight. Forget it, I have to go visit my daughter. Right, wife and child are most important. Brother Daipi is truly a good man. Do you need any help with your sister-in-law? Ivy got it. You guys have fun. I am hanging out. And Kai, why'd you come over without telling me? I could have cooked something for you. We haven't seen each other in over 2 months. I just finished work and wanted to see you right away. Do you want to go out and relax for a bit? You can't just work every day just to pay off debt. But ONG is sleeping, then bring her along. My Vian, are you worried about the cost? It's okay, today's my treat. But, no buts, it was hard enough to get away from that scumbag Daipi Thian. You need to treat yourself. Let us go window shopping. I'll buy you 2 new outfits. Auntie and Kai is here. Is ONG awake? Did you miss me? Yes, I missed you a lot. You were so pretty. Mommy, you should wear clothes like Auntie and Kai. You do look beautiful. My Vian, look at that. Even ONG knows what's beautiful. Alright, let me clean up a bit. ONG, what is this? It's a diamond ring Daddy bought for Mommy. The diamond is huge. A poor ghost who can't even pay his own debts. It's definitely some street side junk. How did my Vian end up with such a loser? I am finished. Let's go. As the 3 of them, Ta and my Vian and Kay and the child headed downstairs, they saw Daipi Thian approaching, carrying several large bags. My Vian, don't be afraid, let me handle him. Daipi Thian, you bastard, you really are like a lingering ghost. Did you think my Vian's family had no one to protect her? If you dare touch a single hair on her head today, I'll fight you to the death. I didn't expect to run into Kai. Before, when I was drunk and hit my Vian, and Kay hit me over the head with a brick. To this day, seeing her makes me nervous. And Kai, it has been a while. I just came to bring some nourishment for the mother and daughter. Someone gave me bird's nest, ginseng, in a balloon. I thought I'd bring them for my Vian and ONG to build up their strength. HMPH, Tai Yu and Kai snorted coldly and swatted the bag straight to the ground. Items scattered everywhere. But poor ghost like you? Who would give you these expensive gifts? You were just bringing a pile of fakes to trick my Vian again. You probably want to swindle more money out of her, don't you? Take your trash and get lost. Auntie and Kai, it's not like that. Daddy often cooks delicious food for us. My Vian, don't let him get to you. Were we planning to go out? Let's just go and ignore him. My Vian, that's the spirit. Don't you dare be soft-hearted with this kind of trash. Tai Yu and Kai pulled Ta and my Vian toward the community gate. Daipi Thian took a deep breath and knelt to pick up the items. Seeing ONG run back, she held out a set of keys to him. Daddy, there's food in the kitchen. Mommy hasn't finished cooking. You can cook something for yourself. We were going to play with Auntie and Kay. My Vian actually let me into the house. It seems my efforts are paying off. Alright, go have fun with Mommy. Daddy will wait for you to come back, okay? You definitely have to wait for us. ONG threw her arms around Daipi Thian's neck, kissed his forehead, and skipped away. Daipi Thian watched her receding figure and smiled. Everything was gradually getting better. Tai Yu and Kai took Ta and my Vian and ONG into a Mercedes driven by her boyfriend, Trien Tuan, the owner of a high-end restaurant. Tuan, why did you think of taking us to a jewelry store? Ah, isn't your birthday coming up? I thought instead of me deciding on a gift, it would be better for you to choose yourself. You will definitely like it that way. Tua N, Yuri's so good to me, and Kai is so lucky to have met someone who truly treats her well, unlike my own dark and failed marriage. My Va N, what do you think of this ring? The design is beautiful, it suits you well. This model is a ruby ring shipped from Lanchayu, crafted by master artisans in Europe using traditional techniques. It's the latest model and perfectly matches your elegance. Miss, how much is it? After the discount, it's 53,200. So expensive. Never mind. I'll look at something else. If you like it, we'll buy it. It's your birthday present, it's worth it no matter the price. Wrap it up. We'll take this one. Miss, you are so lucky. Your boyfriend is handsome and treats you so well. Truly a successful man. I'll print the invoice for you right away. Tua N, Yuri too good to me. I love you. I love you too. My Va N, finding the right man can heal a lifetime. Later, I'll have Tua N introduce you to some quality men. You should start a new life. Forget it, I am a divorcee with a young child. I don't want to be a burden. My Va N, Yuri too humble. Yuri beautiful and strong, you'll definitely find someone sincere. Once you find a new boyfriend, that bastard Dai Tha and won't dare bother you anymore. Besides, ONG will need a lot of money in the future, you can't let her suffer with you. Let me think about it. Fine, I won't net. I can't let you come with me for nothing. Look at that ring over there. It's over 6,000. I can afford it, I'll buy it for you. Saying this, Tai Yuan Ki reached out, pulled off the ring Dai Tha and had given Ta and my Va N, tossed it aside, and slid the new ring onto her finger. The one Dai Tha and gave you is obviously street trash. Throw it away. Look at this one, it looks so much better on your hand. There's no need. We'll take this ring too. And that piece of junk over there, could you please throw it away for me? The sales assistant picked up Dai Tha and S ring. After one glance, she looked panicked and handed it back. This ring is so expensive, I wouldn't dare throw it away. What if you come back to cause trouble for me later? A glass bead and you recalling it expensive? Miss, you don't understand. This is the second diamond ring in our latest collection, the Eternal Vow, valued at 500,000. It was purchased from us by a man named Dai Tha N. The records are in our computer. What? Minutes later, Ta and my Va N and the others walked out of the jewelry store with heavy hearts. My Va N, has Dai Tha N gone back to gambling? How does he have so much money? You have to be careful. I don't know. Now, I am just afraid he has done something illegal. The more Ta and my Va N thought about it, the more terrified she became. NK, I want to be joining you guys for dinner. Another time, okay? My treat. No problem, you should go back and check. After Tai Yuan Kai spoke, Ta and my Va N led ONG toward a nearby bus stop. Enchia, my Va N's ex-husband spent 500,000 on a diamond ring just like that? That's incredibly generous. Did you two have misunderstood him? You don't know the details. That guy was actually quite decent before they married. Everyone approved of him. But since my Va N got pregnant and he became obsessed with a female streamer, he completely spiraled domestic violence, gambling, loan sharks. There isn't a bad thing he hasn't done. If that's the case, then my Va N's divorce was definitely the right choice. Now I just hope that bastard stops bothering her. Leave the mother and daughter alone. Dai Tha N was at home cooking a few simple dishes. Just as he finished eating, he heard the door open. Why are you two back so early? Daddy, we haven't eaten yet. What's wrong? Did something happen? Dai Tha N, where did you get this ring? I bought it. I asked about this ring, it costs 500,000. I can believe you've made some money recently, but what kind of job allows you to make 700,000 to 800,000 in a single month? My Va N, don't be angry, let me explain. My mother called me, she said you transferred 10,000 yuan to her and brought expensive Maodai wine plus the cash you gave me. Dai Tha N, can you give me one honest word? My Va N, listen to me, it's really not what you think. Seeing Ta and my Va N's state, Dai Tha N grew anxious. He instinctively moved closer to explain, but Ta and my Va N reflexively raised her arms to shield her head. Don't hit mommy, bad daddy, I don't want you to buy me good food anymore. Dai Tha N stopped abruptly, his mind going blank. He raised his hands and backed away like a stunned prisoner. I hurt my Va N so deeply in the past, I only took one step forward and she thought I was going to hit her. My Va N, it's all my fault for not explaining clearly and causing this misunderstanding. But please believe me, I really won't hit you again. Can you just let me finish speaking? Ta and my Vaden lowered her arms, looking at Dai Tha N's sincere, pleading face, and her tense nerves began to relax. Fine. I'll give you time to explain. ONG is so sensible now she knows how to protect her mother. I thought I had grown much closer to her, but my self-righteous efforts to make amends are far too small compared to the pain I caused them. My Vaden, this money. The conversation was interrupted by a text notification. 150 million. The person Fu ONG Thian Hai found is truly reliable. Just as Dai Tha N was about to speak again to explain to Ta and my Vaen, Fu ONG Thian Hai's phone call came through at the worst time. My Vaen, let me take this call. Wait for me, I'll be quick. Brother, I've transferred the money to you. I see the notification. This is amazing. I can finally hold my head high in front of the old man. Brother, I have to thank you. A car, a villa, or jewelry, just say the word, and if I can do it, I will. There's no need. You trusted me, this is what you deserve. If you hadn't believed in me, no matter how much I said, we wouldn't have today's result. I have some business, so I'm hanging up. Let us get brother Hao and gather another day. My Vaen, I won't come near you. The phone is over there, look for yourself. How is there so much money? My Vaen, if my money wasn't clean, could I be standing here showing it to you? I would have been arrested long ago. This is money I made from business. What business makes that much money at once? If you had this talent, why? Ta and my Vaden stopped mid-sentence. Why were you such a deadbeat before the divorce? Why did you suddenly become so outstanding after it? Could it be that I was the one hindering his success? Was I the one who spoiled you? If I had been as demanding and money-hungry as other wives, forcing you to be ambitious, maybe you wouldn't have turned out so bad. Right, it's all my fault, you couldn't possibly be wrong. Whenever something happens, it's my responsibility. My Vaen, I was just joking. It was all the result of my own actions. I had a blessing and didn't appreciate it. I only woke up after losing you. So what? Now that you have money, you think I'll forget how you treated me? Forget the trauma ONG suffered and come back to you? My Vaen was never with me for money, only for love, yet I made her lose everything. No matter how hard it is, I won't give up. I only made might because I want to make it up to you and ONG to give you both a good life. Since you have money, use it to improve your parents' lives. You stole their harvest money before and even tricked your older brother out of his dowry money. If you don't want your family destroyed, pay back those debts of gratitude quickly. I will go visit them. Before, I didn't dare go back because I had no money, but now I will make up for the pain I caused them. Take the ring back. We re-divorce. It's not appropriate for me to keep it. My Vaen, this ring is something I owed you from our wedding. You can do whatever you want with it. I did many terrible things in the past. Fortunately, God has given me a chance to make amends. From now on, you and ONG just need to spend money. This is what I owe you. Why did this devotion and realization come so late? If Dai Tha N had this attitude before, even without money, we wouldn't have reached this point today. I have my own hands and feet, I don't need you. But I'll warn you, don't waste money recklessly. Think more about the times you were poor and miserable. I know. I won't be like I was before. Alright, go now. It's getting late. My Vaen is still cold toward me. In her eyes, I am still the scumbag who hurt her. Fine, I'll be going then. Did he really change this time? Seeing Dai Tha N lose face makes me a little happy. Who told him to hurt me like that? Now it feels like I've finally won once. Mommy, I'm hungry. ONG, I'll go cook for you right now. Ta and my Vaen stepped into the kitchen. When she saw 3 dishes and a soup laid out, she froze. Realizing Dai Tha N had made them, her nose tingled and her eyes welled with tears. It was still the taste from her memories. Dai Tha N, that bastard, did this on purpose. When they were first married, Dai Tha N always cooked. Back then, Ta and my Vaen was truly pampered like a princess. It was only later that he came home drunk every day, either hitting her or demanding money. Why does he always give me hope just when I've made up my mind? Dai Tha N, you are an unforgivable bastard. I hate you. Just as Dai Tha N left my Vaen's house, his phone rang. It was Taiyu Thian Hao. Hello, brother Dai P. Why are you only remembering me now? I heard the abandoned building you guys snatched up made a massive profit. I am so jealous. When can I get in on the action? Calling you means I want to take you to new heights. But first, help me find a reliable bank, get an unlimited credit card, and find a professional trader. Because that stock is about to face a storm, we need to start preparing. After this, my net worth will be at least 1 billion. That's easy. I used to work at a loan company and know a manager at Ike. He has some young traders under him who are very skilled. I'll call him now and let you know when we have a time. Good, I'll wait for your news. After hanging up, Dip thought and looked back at my VOTN's house with complex emotions. God has been merciful, not only letting me live again but giving me the gift of foresight so I can fix my mistakes. I haven't wasted this opportunity. Buying high in group stocks, hoarding Maui and the Lu and Chihai abandoned building. I've made the right decision at every critical moment. Next, I will continue to use this ability to shake the business world while continuing to beg for the forgiveness of my VOTN, ONG, and everyone I've heard. In this life, I must live gloriously. Just then, Dip thought and received a text from Ta and my VOTN. Next time, eat before you leave. Dip thought and smiled and replied, okay.